Let's go H day wiggle H day wiggle H day cheers. Mini stream yay 83 months yay happy Wednesday Deku Scrub Gang smiley face. H day cheers H day cheers H day cheers.
All right. I think I'm forgetting something, but I think we're all right. Yeah, thank you for the support coming in here. Good morning, everybody. All right. Some day off vibes. Sup, y'all? Good morning. Thank you, Jen, for the 32 months. And thank you also, girl, for the 83 months. Holy heck. This is the one I want. Let's go for this one. Yeah. Yo, thank you, Brielle, for 45 as well. Some hype in the chat. Good morning. What up, Sage? Good to see you on YouTube. Oh, Midna came for some pets. Sorry I abandoned you in the living room to come and do a mini stream. Yep, my bad. Apparently the office wasn't entertaining enough.
Hi.
The office just wasn't entertaining enough. Yo, what up, G? Thank you for the 7 months. Thank you, dude. Right. Let's do some Fuchsia City designing before I get busy today. Got some stuff to do today, but we had a couple hours to kill. And I wanted to stream. I just needed to sleep in today. So that's why we're here late. My plan was to stream at a normal time, but I was super tired, so I just let myself sleep in. Said screw it. Slept in. Just got up maybe just about an hour ago. That's sleeping in for me, by the way. Normally I'm trying to get up at like 6:30. So I got up like an hour ago and I got my morning spawn wave news. I call it the morning news, and it's just spawn wave and gaming news. I got my morning news. And then I made some coffee and here I am. Made some coffee and here I am. you know, just a quick doctor of the beard. I got this real nice like dry shampoo spray basically that I can, on days where I don't want to shower before I stream, I can spray this stuff on me, on my beard, and like it's not dry shampoo, but it's the best thing I can say to reference it for those that have hair and not beards. It's basically like a weird version of a dry shampoo for a beard. So it allows me to like spray and like, it's like a detangler. Think about it that way. There we go. That's a term that I haven't thought about. I have like a detangler spray basically, but for beards. So it allows me to spray and moisten the beard up a little bit, and then I can run a comb through it and I can make myself like somewhat presentable, right? Because when I wake up, my beard always looks like I just got hit by a truck. So like being able to kind of like detangle and brush it a little bit, like makes it to where I don't always have to shower before I do things. Cause like, I don't always want to do, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure people can relate to that. Like, you don't always want to have to shower. Like, I feel like that sucks. I'm a shower a day kind of guy though. How about y'all? I don't usually go most days without a shower. So I just want to adjust my camera. I always have to adjust when we're doing no lights. Okay, there we go. That seems good. When I turn off all the lights in the green screen, I actually turn off the auto exposure so that my camera can be a little bit smoother. With the green screen, the auto exposure is nice, but thank you, Midge, for 40 months. Give me some love in the chat here for some support. Could we get some dink donks out there, some link donks? Thank you, Midge, for 40 months. Thank you, Amel Loon, for 46. Thank you, Tim Terrific, for the biddies. Good morning, Tim. What's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you've been well, dude. How's your cosplay project been? Wasn't it a big cosplay project you were working on slowly? Thank you again, G, for the 7 months. Appreciate you, dude. Good morning, LOZ Junkie. Oh, I like that name. That's funny. And good morning, Renee and Sage. Good to see y'all. Yeah, I'm a shower in the morning kind of guy. I need to wake up. I'm a 2 shower a day guy. Dude, I mean, I don't blame you. There's a lot of days where I want 2 showers as well. I'm right there with you, man. Yeah, 1 in the morning and then 1 before bed, maybe. Sometimes it's nice to go to sleep like fresh. I'm in my newborn phase, so I'm lucky if I get 1 every other day. I hope the newborn's going well, Bookworm. Not cosplay? Oh no, then it wasn't a cosplay. I was talking about your stuff in the Discord. I guess I assumed it was for a cosplay, but you were just making cool stuff then? It wasn't necessarily to be worn, right? Oh wait, never mind. I am thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of Tim the Sorcerer. I'm tired. It's my day off. Sorry about that, Tim Terrific. I'm thinking of Tim the Sorcerer. Yeah. Tired brain. I don't normally make those mistakes. Yeah, tired brain. Anyways, let's move on. Yeah. I was thinking of Tim the Sorcerer. Yeah. I don't know why. You guys don't even have the same color tags. Tim's is red. Yeah. Anyways. I just woke up, baby. Legend of Zelda Junkie was too long. Yeah. Hope you had fun with the playtest. Playtest is today. It's a little bit later in the afternoon, so yeah, so I have some time. I thought it was going to be at noon. I signed up for the afternoon. They said 12 to 4. So originally I wasn't going to stream today because I thought it was going to be closer to noon, but turns out my playtest isn't until like 4:30 p.m. tonight. So I have some time to do some stuff. You could totally confuse me for someone way cooler. No, Tim Terrific. No, you're the coolest. Now I have to give Tim VIP for 30 days, like the terrible father that forgot his kid. Take 30 on the house, and mum's the word. Yo, good morning, Katrina's Waves. Good to see you today, baby. Thanks for the biddies. So I can't talk about it, unfortunately, Chad. I'm under NDA. Yeah. I'm under NDA. So I can't exactly tell y'all too many details, and I don't even want to say even a little bit, because I think this game is coming out soon. It's not announced yet. So I'm currently playtesting a game that's unannounced, and it's not that big of a deal. It's not Nintendo, I can tell you guys that much. Like, it's not like a very big bill thing. You know, it's also not indie though. It's not like a very tiny studio. You know, it's pretty reputable company. They've been around for a while, and I got offered to play test something that isn't necessarily within my realm of games I play, but at the same time, it's pretty close. It's something that's very interesting to me personally, and I'm pretty excited, yeah. So I can't say too much. I think the embargo lifts on June 2nd or something like that. So we'll be able to talk about it as we go into next week. But it's my first ever playtest. I've never been offered this by a company before, at least not on this scale. Right? I'm not talking about a demo getting sent to me early as a review copy. Like, I'm talking, I'm going to be in a Discord call. I'm in a secret Discord right now, and I'm going into a secret Discord call, and I'm going to get to play a game for an hour and a half alongside a guide, like a play test guide. And this guy's going to sit down with me and talk to me. The game is unannounced. I'm under NDA, and I'm getting a sneak peek look at a game. And if things go the way I want, I'm going to be able to maybe have some content ready to release as soon as the embargo lifts. And it might be my first time ever getting a chance to like release review content maybe before a game even comes out, or right when the game releases. And if you guys know how this universe works that I work within, it's a pretty big deal to be able to be first to market on stuff. So this might be my first opportunity to have a little piece of that first to the market pie, and be able to do like a little bit of a review and stuff. And this might be my first attempt at like maybe doing reviewer things. Like, you know, I've always wanted to go deeper into the reviewing of games realm, and like maybe be able to like become a reputable source of you know, for companies or viewers alike to come to me and say, is this guy checking out this game, you know? And I'm trying to build rep in that space. So this is certainly potentially a chance for me to start building more rep within that reviewer space, because that's something I do kind of dream to do. So again, unfortunately, I don't know any details, because I don't even know like if they're going to let me use it as content. But I know the rules of the game, and worst case scenario, I'm going to be able to make a video where I can just talk about the game. And like, that's still good enough. Like, worst case scenario, I can't use any of the content that I'm about to experience later, and I can just make a video talking about it and be like, yo, I checked out this game ahead of time. It just released, and here's the details. Even those videos really have a lot of value, because you're still first to market. And despite not having maybe gameplay supporting it, I could still talk about it. So either way, I'm pretty excited to be a part of this playtest today. So I've obviously been thinking a lot about it. So I had a lot to say. Thanks for the hype train this morning, by the way. Good morning, Breezy. I saw you breezing on in here. Good to see you today. Good morning to Fat Cat Plush. Good morning, Abby Likes Nachos. Appreciate you. Good morning, Chell Dog, of course. Welcome to the broadcast. You the new Austin John? I definitely couldn't keep up with that guy. He's a titan. But I appreciate the comment. All right. We never gave Sableye a home yet. We're jerks. So now that we had the Sableye event and we had the Bulbasaur event, has there been any other events data mined, or has the game just gone quiet? I just joined the Pokopia Discord so I could kind of wrap my head around what's going on here. Oh, we got a balloon this morning. How you doing today, Turkey? Welcome to the show, man. Yeah, I hope we get DLC as well. That's what I was just asking the chat. I'm wondering, like, have we gotten any rumors about any more updates, man? I don't think so. I think DLC is going to be announced for this game sooner than later. What makes me say that is because how early they released Legend ZA DLC. And I wonder if, I'm hoping, this is just a hope, that we're going to get the same treatment for this game where they announce DLC relatively early into this game's life. I really hope that we get DLC by the end of the year. And think about it, since we don't have any Pokemon plans for the end of the year, think about it. There's no Pokemon plans this year. This is the perfect year for them to release DLC for this game. Next year, we have Wind and Waves. You know, we have Champions this year. So between Champions and this game, I feel like give us a DLC. We have the Champions content. We're good. You know, they don't have to announce a game. They could just give us more content for this. So I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping big time. Yeah, Blood Raven. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they eventually I get to lean further into that kind of content. I just think that's where I belong as a creator. I think one of the things I can bring to the table as far as value is in this realm is my take on games. I think I have a real solid sense and a fair, and the way I approach games is fair. The way I approach my reviews and I talk about games, I think I'm very fair. And the word fair is subjective. I understand that, but I think I still feel that way. I feel like when I drop takes on games, I consider everything on a very wide scope, a very wide angle. And I think that is a really healthy thing for the gaming space, because there's a lot of content that goes very narrow because narrow gets clicks. And while that has its own value to have very narrow points that showcase just certain elements of a game and talk about, you know, certain parts of a game, I feel like there's not enough wide, broad stroke reviews out there that really give fair assessments of games outside of like personal bias, right? There's plenty of personal bias stuff out there. There's plenty of people that are willing to rage bait or talk something up because the way you get clicks on YouTube is confirming people's bias. And you can't confirm someone's biased when you're sitting on the fence. That people don't want to watch content on YouTube about games that don't confirm their own bias. They want stuff that's strong and to the point, and I either hate this or I love this. So my kind of reviewing is necessarily that popular. And that's why I think it has value. You see what I'm saying? I think it has value because it's not popular, because there's not a lot of it out there. And I think that's where my strength is as a reviewer. So yeah, I really do like reviewing games, man, and I would love to do more of it. So I think I bring something pretty special to the table. And even if I never got necessarily popular off of doing it, I still think I'm bringing value to the people who are looking for fair, tame takes. Those people exist. A lot of you are here. You know, people who like just, you know, what is this game actually bringing to the table for the people who actually care about that game? Not just, this game's bad, this game's good. But if you are into this style of game, would you enjoy it? Right? Like, that's the kind of review I want to put out there.
My birthday wish is for you to play Immortal Phoenix Rising and give your take on it. H-Day Browse.
When's your birthday, Neanderthal? I might be able to make that birthday wish come true. I can put on my Make-A-Wish Foundation hat for you. I'm just I'll come over, give you a kiss on the forehead. Oh, it's your birthday today. Oh, Neanderthal, dude. Oh, man. I don't know if Neanderthal's ever celebrated his birthday in our chat. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that, dude. I'm gonna hit you with VIP for 30 days. I really appreciate you, man. Neanderthal, we've been on a long journey alongside each other, and I've said this to you once before, and I'll say it again. In a weird way, you remind me of an older brother. and you always have. You know, honestly, like in a weird, let's not focus on this too much way, but you're kind of more of a closer to an older brother I probably would have preferred. Still a little bit rough and tough, but maybe just not so much of a jerk. So thanks, man. Thanks for sticking with me all these years, dude. And I'll see what I can do for Immortal Phoenix Rising. I'll see what I can pull off for you. Stick with me. I am having some fun next week lining up games for y'all. So if I can fit it on the schedule next week, maybe, but you know as well as I know that that's a strong maybe. So so there it is. Yeah, what up, Jackie? Good morning. Thanks for the love coming in here today, y'all, and welcome to the show. Yeah, just a little day off stream. I'll be in 6 form. What's up, Ryan? Welcome in here. Yeah, we are going full bald mode. Full bald mode activated. Actually, I just forgot my hat. I knew there was something I forgot this morning, but older brother from a different mother. Yo, the 9-monther coming in. Minute, mo. Mo money. Mo. Mo, me mo. Map me up, meet, mo. Yo, thanks, man. All right, we're gonna do some decoration. I think I need to paint these iron plates. We have to paint these iron tillings, which means we need to get paint made. Yo, dog coming in with the 9-monther. He said Wait, who's pregnant? I might look pregnant, but I just ate a lot of food last night. We are, baby. So would we be dog descent or would we be Hylian Wada? Which one do you think? Hylian Wada or dog descent? I kind of like DD, dog descent. Do you care about any other Dragon Quest? There was a trailer this morning. Oh, did they drop a trailer? Let's watch it. Let's check out the trailer. Yeah. I'm not a big Dragon Quest guy, but I love video games, and we're starting to get to that time of year. Next week, we announced week-long marathon. For those that don't know, we're celebrating Summer Games Fest with a week-long marathon celebrating 15 plus game announcement or game showcases. Let's go check it out. Dragon Quest 12 trailer just dropped. Let's go see what it's about real quick before we go any further. Let's see here. Official trailer 21 minutes ago. What am I? Here it is. Dragon Quest. Here it is. 30 minutes ago. Announcement trailer. Dragon Quest Monsters. Wait, did Dragon Quest just drop a whole slew of games? Wait, how many games did they just announce? Wait, what? Dragon Quest Monsters got announced as well. Just 2, not a slew, just 2. What the heck? I'm looking for videos right now. Here's the remake launch. Okay, so we'll skip the Monsters trailer. We're looking for this one. New Dragon Quest game revealed. Dragon Quest 12 Beyond Dreams. Found it. Found it. Oh, this is sick. Ooh, thank you, Kerbu. I think I got the right one. Yo, Parappa, I think so, man. I think so, Parappa. Good morning, Law Boys. Good morning, Cozy Weeds. I think so, man. I think we're getting OOT this year. We're definitely going to get something Zelda. This is cool. I love old school video games, so I really love when games pay homage to the old stuff. This is cool. Look at this. I just love old video games so much. Like, this is so rad to see. Look at the evolution of these games, man. Like, this is so special, dude. This is so special, man. This must be Super Nintendo right here. Yep. That's SNES for sure. It looked like SNES, I don't know. This looks like a handheld. Sick. Dragon Quest fans are eating good. Wait, there's a new No Man's Sky event trailer as well? Is No Man's Sky doing another expedition? Dragon Quest 40th anniversary. Dag. Zelda didn't even get mentioned. These motherfuckers got a whole video. Did I pick the wrong team? What happened? Did I pick the wrong team or something? What happened? Don't even get me started. I know, Meg. I know. Wow, this looks good. Wow, this actually looks really good. Are all Dragon Quest games like open world, like not open world, but I thought Dragon Quest games, the battles, the monsters didn't roam the world. It was like, you know, old school Final Fantasy. Am I just stuck in the past? Okay, thank you, Kerbu. Okay, so after 11, they changed it up, yeah. Dragon Quest 12. I'll tell you this, while this doesn't appeal to me too much personally as a gamer, I can tell you what this does appeal to me as. This just makes me get more excited to play Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2. I think we're playing those games this year. I think we're gonna get a little bit further into the year before we do, though. But I want to play those games later this year. I'm hoping we can get to them. That's what this actually makes me want to do. Cool, man. Dragon Quest 12. Dragon Quest 12. Neat. Dude has oddish hair. Gives me Dragon Ball vibes. Looks interesting. I never played a Dragon Quest game. Yeah, they're RPGs, story-driven RPGs, right? All right, how does one get paint in this game? I need to get berries crushed. And the problem is white paint is rare. So I have to play like the RNG game here. I think is right. You have to just like hope that you get white paint. Unfortunately, I think that's how this works. Yo, what up, Thrasher? The song always makes me think of Mario Sunshine. What up, Tab Flava? Yeah, so we have some black paint. I think the black paint's easier to come by than the white paint, if I remember correctly, or it could be the other way around. All right, I think we might have some more paint around here. Let's check. You buy it from the Poke Shop. Oh yeah, you can buy some paint. It cuts you off at a certain point, right? Or maybe not. Maybe you can just keep buying it after a while. Yeah, we can just buy it. Oh yeah. Oh, chat saving my life over here. Thank you. I was getting real sad because I didn't want to do all that. I just want to decorate right now. All right, we'll just buy it. We have enough Poke coins laying around. Palatown has to be level 10. Okay, I might have to level Palatown back up again, but we'll handle that. Have all the trees? I do. Okay, here's more paint. Oh, look at that. A stack of 99. I'm already good. I just had to go into my junk drawers. I just had to go into my junk drawers. We're good, dude. We got plenty of paint, dude. Sick. I gotta sit down and organize this stuff off stream because I don't want to do it on stream, and that's why it's all so messy. Yeah, I gotta sit down and organize my junk drawers off stream because that's where I'm gonna be the most comfortable doing it. I don't like doing that stuff on stream necessarily. I do sometimes. It's not my preferred. What are we doing with all this stuff? Let me take the flowers with me. Let me grab the Poke Metal. We'll leave everything else in here for now. I think I went hunting for rare spots. That's why I have all this junk in my inventory.
Good morning, howdy.
All right, cool. So now we need to take these iron platings to Schmergel, but first we need to go back to Fuchsia City and figure out what we're doing, because I don't remember. I think we're turning these iron platings white or gray is the plan. So let's go figure out what we're doing. It's been a while. But on the last episode, we were trying to figure out what plating to use for our buildings. That's all I remember. Is this has to do with our building. The Safari Zone building here. The Safari Zone building here. Let's go back and see what we're doing again. I'd seriously love to hear about your thought process in organizing your junk drawers, even if you're not going to stream it. I'm not great at organizing and I always want to learn more. Nice, dude. I'm not the best at organizing either, so it would be slightly the thoughts of a madman, but I would love to share. Wow, that's crazy. What the heck? I made my paint storage near Schmiegel. That's what I need to do, LOZ. That's exactly what I need to do. You know what? We're going to bring a chest to Schmiegel and we're going to do that. We're going to do it. We're going to take this chest right here with us. We might need them both. And we're going to do that. I think it's time that we finally get our paint over by Schmiegel. Because originally, the reason I haven't done that yet is because I was going to take Schmiegel away from Bleak Beach and bring him to the main area. And I just haven't done that yet. So eventually I'm gonna move the fella, but... All right, we're back. Our Ditto Pikachu attempts have been failed so far. And I gave up for now. We're gonna try again soon, but... our Ditto Pikachu attempts failed so far. I think we've tried 4 or 5. Unfortunate, but look at the progress we've made, everybody. We've done a lot of work. Take a look. Welcome to Fuchsia City. Welcome to Fuchsia City. We've been putting in a lot of work here. I'm still not a fan of this. I don't know if I like the straight up dirt. I think I want grass in between the bushes, maybe. We also finished this. Take a look. Look at how cute this is, dude. Look at this. And we can have a Pokemon live here. How cool is that, dude? We can have a Pokemon live here. Super dope. I'm real proud of what we accomplished. I stopped here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to decorate these properties in the water next. We're gonna be doing that here at some point. We still have a ton of work to do, but it's coming together. It's really coming together. So yeah, we were trying to figure out this building right here. So what is this material right here? What did I just pick up? It's an iron plating that's painted white. And we want to do another row of them on the top. So we need to paint some more iron painting white for the top row. And then we're trying to decide if we want to do a different color for the siding or just something different for the siding in general. Yeah, we were maybe going to use the iron tiling, but we needed to paint it. Yeah, we have some here. Let's try how do I do replace mode? Were we thinking about doing this instead? I think I was going to do this instead. I don't know if I like the stripes. Not the gray stripes. The white stripes, not so bad. Decent band. Gray stripes, though, not feeling it. So I think we're going to replace the gray with this tiling. What do you guys think? Do you think that's going to look stupid? Let's try something else really quick, so I can give you guys a better look at it. Hold on. The better way to see this is going to be if I put it on top of each other here, so you can see what it looks like going up. Yeah, do we think that that's going to look good as a whole building? Today's Mina the Hollow review day. Yeah, we're going to be playing it. What is it, tomorrow or Friday? Friday. I don't know what happened, but I saw that coming a mile away. Yo, what up, Groot? Good to see you, baby. Good morning, YouTube chat. All right, let's go color some of these tiles and see what we're working with. Let's color these tiles and see what we're working with. Oh yeah, and we started working on the forest that's gonna line Fuchsia City. Take a look at that. So the forest is coming together. We need to go hunt down more trees. I think we're out of trees. All right, and then this is gonna be the safari zone, and that's our next major project. But we're not gonna start the safari zone until we're pretty much complete with this zone, and we still have a lot of work to do. So I think I'm gonna move Lapras. Also, I never thought about it, but what am I doing with this space right here? Why haven't I thought about that yet? What are we doing with this space behind these benches? I don't think I want to put an island of trees and stuff here. I wonder if I extend the lake down, actually. And what if I actually make a bigger lake here? I haven't thought about that. I haven't thought about this at all. Who's in the building? No one's living in this building yet. So these buildings are going to be homes to Pokemon, but I don't know who's going to live in there yet. So the only Pokemon that I have officially given homes to so far is here. These are official Pokemon homes right here. And then these buildings over here have official Pokemon homes. This is Weezing's house. This is Coughing's house. And then this is going to be my gym. We're building a Pokemon gym here. And last time we were working on this gym, we were trying to figure out what we wanted our roof to look like. Yeah, something like that. It'll take me a second to remember what we were doing over there. All right, let's go to the Bleak Beach real quick. Let's go handle what we gotta handle. Yeah, we're still working through recipes. We don't have them all. We're still working through them right now. Maybe there's some lily pads or aquatic plants you can put in the water areas for both decorations and habitats. There is a little bit of that, yeah. Yeah, you could do a little bit of lily pad style stuff, Lady Meth. Thank you again, Thrasher, for the support, by the way. Just want to make sure I didn't miss that one. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah. Good to see. How you been, Lady Meph? It's been a little bit. You always make me Lady Mephi. You always, every time I read your name, I instantly just think of Mephisto from Diablo. That's what your tag makes me think of every time. Mephisto. I still can't get the guitars for the last 2 Pokemon. Am I missing some gameplay? Nah, you get the guitar strings from shiny spots. So you need to hunt relics. I believe. So you need to hunt. If you want guitar strings, you need to hunt not water spots, but relic spots. And you probably want to use Moslax and get yourself a good buff and just hunt every day. Yeah. Oh yeah, you could trade with Gimmighoul. That's how I got it. Ooh, thank you, UMT. Yeah, trading with Gimmighoul's the play. That's actually how I got one of the strings. And then you can actually take a picture of the string and copy it for the other one if you want, I think. I think you can do that. It's 3 letters away from being a Sonic villain. Don't forget about the buff stuff on Sundays. I have forgot about Sundays, funny enough. Come here, Schmeagle. Come here, Schmeagle. Paint something for me. Paint me like one of your French girls. So wait a second. In theory, if we want to save a white paint, if we want to be really micromanagey about this, we technically should do just 90, not 99. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna micromanage this white paint. All right, you know what? We're gonna need some for the other side as well, though. All right, what about our iron plating? I think I need more iron plating. I didn't think about that. I think we're gonna need more iron plating as well, so we'll have to go make some of that. I think I have the recipe. All right, let's put this paint away, since this is where we use it anyways. All right, I think we wanted to check out the lined stone flooring. So let's check out a couple pieces of that and see what that looks like real quick. We'll just do a little bit of this and see what it looks like. Just so we can see. Maybe this is actually something we want to play with. What up, Coco Mika? All right, and then last but not least, maybe experiment with some of the striped wall white in the end. I don't want the whole building to be white, but let's just try this. We don't want to blow through all of our white paint, but now that you guys reminded me that I could purchase the white paint, I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, it really doesn't. My baby nephew Miles was just born. Aw. Congratulations on the nephew. What the heck? Why is my computer acting up? I'm gonna take, since the day off stream, I'm gonna take the time to look into that real quick. Event viewer. What's going on here, computer? Event viewer. What is Windows trying to do to me again? What is Windows trying to do to me right now? Because this is a Windows problem for sure. Here it is, Windows Update Agent. Here it is, Windows Update Agent. Son of a B word. I'm gonna have to update. Freaking Windows Update nonsense. Get this nonsense out of here. Pause updates for 5 weeks. Leave me alone, please. Holy heck, what a nightmare. I want to look this up real quick. Okay, I'll fix this later. There's another event issue happening in here that I don't know of. That's been happening a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to fix this later. Okay, cool. Freaking Windows, man. Windows Update, dude, always causing problems, dude. Classic Windows. Classic Windows. All right. We got all the stuff we came for. Let's go back to the Withered Wastes. Let's go back to the Withered Wastes. Yo, what up, Mike Travis? Good morning. Altanor, how y'all feeling today? Happy Wednesday. All right, so we haven't been here for a Wednesday. We've been taking Wednesdays off, but don't think I haven't forgotten about y'all. Yo, what's up, Mr. Bubbles? Hey, man. That's right, baby. We got to get wide. Time to stretch out. What up, Sweet D? Time to stretch out. Want to see them wide peepos. Let's go, baby. What up, Gemini? Good to see you. Not the stretched out buff Kirby. Get out of here. I want to see those HDES smug 1s and 2s. I visited Kurlos on his B-Day, even though I hate that villager. Aw, Emma. Alright, what are we doing here? Na-na-na-na-na-na. Even though it's a day off and I'm still here. Don't worry, have no fear. Because we can jam out on the wide peepo song. So come along. If you wanna stretch out in the chat, you know exactly what to do where you at. Come on, chat room, spam those emotes. All right, what's this? I don't like the stone look. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Shelby. wanna see those emotes in the chat stretched out. Come on, where you at? You see, this is a wonderful day of the week where you stretch out like it's Thanksgiving afternoon and you just ate a full plate of food. So come along. I wanna see those smug ones and smug twos, wide peepos, wide cat jams, whatever you gotta do. If you have no clue what's happening and you're new here, don't worry. Things are almost over and then we'll stop being really weird. We're a pretty weird community for sure. 4 pairs of glasses for that guy. He's so stretched out. Dang, Cozy. 4 eyeballs. 2 pairs of glasses. 4 eyeballs. Stretch them out big time. Hold on, quick. Before the song starts again. If the song starts again, we have to go through the whole cycle again. It's the rule. So if I don't catch the song before it restarts, we get stuck. We have to stick with it. Why do we associate the stretching with this song? There's a clip out there. Random Reject, or Random 18 rather, knows, but I don't. What's the clip? There's a lore clip somewhere. There's a lore clip somewhere out there of the original the original song. It just happened during an episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons, and we just never went back. Okay. See if we like the look of this. We have to go pick up some more iron plating though. I have some Pokemetal. I might just be lazy and copy some of it here. Okay, I kind of like this. I think this is kind of working. Trying to remember how to take a picture. I wonder if it'll copy the iron plating exactly as is, like color and all. Let's find out. Bunch of weirdos. What up, Famed? Can you flatten one in that thing? I'm not sure. For anyone who wants the lore, Wide Wednesday was just made up by Ali, Matt, and myself. Then Hylian made a song about it. The rest is history. Is that the actual lore? I didn't remember y'all making it up. That's so funny. There's a clip somewhere as well of the first time of me singing it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's all messed up though. It's gotta be spaced out. There it is. Does that clip work? Hold on. Why is that command broken? Weird. Let me fix it real quick. Oh, it didn't work on my screen. Yeah, that's okay. On my screen, it was all jumbled together as one mega word. So I had to go space it out on Nightbot real quick. Yeah. That's it. That's the clip. That clip is the original Wide Peepo song. I was playing Super Mario 64. Yeah, it was just one wide word. Yeah. All right. Iron plating. Nice. It does come with like the coloring and everything. All right, let's just do 10 for now. I don't know how many more I need. You know, I'm gonna regret not just doing 15. You know, I need some for the ceiling as well, so let's actually just do 50 and call it. Boom, 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 boom. Twitch is changing up their clips. Or they already have. Something like that. Something happened with Twitch's clips recently. Thanks for sharing the lore. Yeah, even I got... There was lore that was shared that even I didn't know. I can't remember all the lore. There's too much of it. Oh, dang, it doesn't apply the line on the bottom. It's only on the top. Oh, that doesn't look as good as the top row. Not even close. Yikes, that doesn't look as good as the top row at all. So we don't do that. We definitely don't do that. We definitely just keep it the way it was. And then we maybe do something different for the top row. I still think we should do something different for the top row, like maybe something that maybe looks something different's got to happen on the top row. I'm not sure what, but definitely something different. That clip with the lore was magnificent. What up, Pikachu? Yeah, Allie Mac. I did remember Allie Mac and you and the Wide People, but it took you bringing it up for me to think about you guys calling it Wide Wednesday. Yeah, that's the exact lore of how it all started. It took me a second, but that's exactly how it all started. It was like a funny comment in the chat about like Wednesdays being wide, and then like it just like turned into a thing. No, we don't have enough. No, I didn't make enough. I thought 90 was gonna be enough, but it wasn't. No. Back to the beach. Yo, I've been living under a rock, but I literally just learned about Mina the Hollower last night, and ironically went and checked her schedule and saw it there Friday this week. Super pumped to watch you play it. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. Yeah, Flip Toast, we're playing Mina on Friday. Yep. Mina the Hollower. We're gonna check it out. It'll be our weekend jam for sure. Should be fun. Should be fun. Ooh, sick. The Disney Dreamlight Valley team at Gameloft wants to send me something to my P.O. box. Cute. I guess I'll say yes. You know, why not? Why not get some free loot? Maybe I can give it away if I don't like it or something. Cute. Yeah. Why not, right? They just sent me a DM. I should reply to. I'll reply to them right now. Let me get the PO box real quick from the chat. Yeah, what if it's just a neon sign that says the word drops? What if it's just a big neon sign that says the word drops on it? Just a hellish landscape for me to live in. That's so cool. We take free things. Yeah, the way I see it, Vanessa Quick, why not, dude? Because even if for some reason I don't want it, I could always just give it to the community. That's the way I always see that free stuff from these companies, is that even if there is a universe, which is like, you know, everyone likes free stuff, it could be cute. You know, I grew up on Disney stuff. I might not be the biggest Disney fan, but so it's like worst case scenario, which is actually kind of the best case scenario in a weird way. We just give it away, right? We've done that in the past where we gotten free stuff from a company and then we just gave it away just to give back to the community. So yeah, we'll see what they send out. It could be cute, man. Sell it online? No, I could never. I could never just sell it. That's so funny. No. I could never, dude. Scalping the PR? Yeah. Emotional damage. That's funny. I haven't heard that one in a while. All right, we don't need another 99. So instead, why don't we just do 50? I think we'll be good with 50. Okay, I can reply to that later. Now they're reaching out to me about some dates for this summer, but I can't talk about that stuff. I need to wait. All right. I guess I'll have to reply to them later. Oh no, drops could be coming back, chat. Drops could be coming back. Ooh-wee. What up, Dania? Good morning. Welcome to the show. Drops could be coming back. All right. I got to reply to that later because I got to check my schedule and see what's going on this summer. The only I'll tell you right now, I actually really enjoyed that whole experience. It was really cool and it was all a blessing. I think anybody could see that. But the only thing that made it a little frustrating was that it all lined up with a Pokemon game release. And how badly I just wanted to play Pokemon, and like it was so impossible to enjoy Pokemon. I'll tell you, that was the only thing about it that actually I look back on and I frown. Was because they announced that ish right around a Pokemon game, and I wasn't able to sit down and enjoy ZA. Even still to this day, I feel like I didn't quite enjoy ZA like I could have. Like, I loved ZA, man. ZA was a great game, but I feel like I don't have good memories of ZA because I spent the whole week dealing with the drops. So like I don't really even have a strong association of like positivity with the release of ZA. And I love that game. Pokemon ZA was so cool, and I just don't even have like a positive association in my mind at all because I was so out of the present moment during ZA's release that like in the end I don't think that game just like it was just like another game for me. There was like no strong positive memories and stuff around it. It was all a blur. It was just all a blur, and that is unfortunate, you know, because I wanted to love the new Pokemon game, so that was for sure the worst part. Everyone popping in wasn't bad, but popping in while you're trying to play ZA, yeah. So otherwise, man, I enjoyed it, dude, and I'm looking forward to maybe potentially doing some more work alongside him. maybe this time it won't line up around something so major, right? That's my only hope, is like I don't sign up for something like this again, and then all of a sudden Nintendo's like, by the way, Ocarina of Time remake's coming out this week. Got 'em. You know, because like I don't know what I would do in that situation. I might cancel. I might call them and be like, sorry, can't do it. Like, I know I said I would, but can't do it. What I'm trying to say is like, I would very much consider turning down the sponsorship to enjoy playing a new video game that I'm really looking forward to, because I've learned my lesson that I can't have both. So this time around, at least I'm going in with knowledge, because like if they were to ever like announce another game or something in the middle of it all, I would honestly consider just like, sorry, can't do it. Never mind, dude, they just announced a new Zelda game. Gotta go play Zelda. I can't. Thanks, Cozy Weeds. Why can't I see Cozy Weeds comment in the chat? They're on YouTube, Pikachu. Yeah, that's the one unfortunate thing that dual streaming brings to the table, is that you miss the context of YouTube messages and stuff. So I try to read them out loud when I can to help kind of solve that problem. And hopefully it's not too uncomfortable. Thank you, Pikachu, for being here, though. Good to see you. What up, Jita-chan? But now there's a funny channel meme we can look back at. Yeah, exactly. We have a beautiful channel meme that came out of it, and, you know, that's pretty special. Where you at, Midna? Come here. No, you just want to hang out? Okay. The DDV update is next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, there's a DDV update? Is there? What's happening next Wednesday, y'all? I can talk about that because I have no clue what's happening. Yeah, what's happening next Wednesday? What did they announce? What do you... Yeah, exactly, Blood Raven. That's the other thing that I'm nervous about, is if they're not going to offer it to all the creators, again, that's also a little bit tough. I'll still accept the promotion because, you know, if not me, somebody else will. So the way I see it is like, at least I've handled it before and I can handle it again, and we can make it a really funny and cool experience. You know, we know what we're getting into this time, you know, so that's the way I see it. But I really hope they consider opening up any future drop campaigns to the public. I really hope they do. I don't know for sure how anything's going to work or anything, but Hercules update is next week. Oh, nice. Hercules comes out next week. That's sick, dude. That's actually mega sick. I love Hercules. All right. So I think we want to have this same... Okay, so we actually need even more paint. I didn't even think about it. We need to cover both of these side walls. Yeah, so we need even more. Wow, I'm going to be going through all of my white paint, but that's fine. We can just buy more. Come here, baby. I'm sorry I don't have the camera set up so you can flaunt your stuff to the chat. She hates when I pet her when I'm busy, I swear. I swear, if I'm streaming and I go to pet her, I feel like she hates it because she knows she's not getting like the full 100% attention from me. She's instead just getting like the I'll deal with you later pets, and she knows it. So sometimes when she comes to get pets while I'm streaming, she's like, oh, these pets are $300. Like, she knows that she's not getting my full attention. Yeah, like she's like, I swear she knows, dude, because she doesn't stick around for pets when I'm working. It's like your kid comes into the room, but you're like in the middle of doing something, So you just like tell them, yeah, sure, sure, whatever, just to get them out of your face for a second. That's the kind of pets that I give her when I'm busy, right? Like if I'm gaming or something, it's just like a quick pet, and it's like, hurry up, I'm busy. But those aren't the same. She knows it. She's like, you got to commit to it, yeah. I wonder, can you add patterns to blocks? Do we know if you can do that? It doesn't look, yeah, I mean, can you maybe? It doesn't look like it. If I could add patterns, I would see them right here, I think. Wait, did it do it? No, I think I backed out on accident. Oopsies. It's Herkenphil, yeah. Are you still playing DDV regularly, Fat Cat Plush? Seems like the Disney Dreamlight Valley update with Hercules. Yeah, it's Hercules and Phil. Meg is still being waited on, I think. Yeah. So this was a part of the roadmap. They did put out a roadmap that showed a teaser for this update coming up. Does anybody know, is this the last teaser that we've known about on the roadmap by chance? Or is there another one that's already known? I think this might be the last one, right? Or is there one more? I think this might be the last piece of roadmap that we know about. Right? Yeah, this is the last piece of roadmap we might know about, because we got Pocahontas and we got the Lady and the Tramp. This is the last piece. That means that another roadmap is coming. Right? Like, I think that's a fair deduction. I think there might be some announcement stuff happening soon. Right? Millie's not bothered with human food. She does like human food. She doesn't. Yeah, my cat doesn't show much interest in human food yet either, but she is getting a little bit more bold to walk up to me to like sniff what I'm eating, but she still has never tried to eat any of it. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to keep it that way. I would like to maybe start feeding her like real meat or something, because so right now she has a problem with her coat. Her coat she has dandruff, and this is something that isn't the biggest deal, but with a black cat it's really noticeable, and I'm sure she doesn't care that much. This is a me problem. I would like her to have a nice and shiny coat, you know. I don't want her to have dandruff if she doesn't need it to, and so I'm trying to find like a healthy way to solve it. And one of the ways is like you could add like a fish oil supplement to her food, to a cat's food. And instead of doing a fish oil supplement, I could also maybe try feeding her like fish, like real food. Like, so there's also like that option. So I've done a little bit of research. I've talked to a professional about it a teeny bit. Yeah. Salmon oil is what they say. They say salmon oil helps brushing. So I have like an egg exfoliator, or sorry, an egg. I was reading chat. What the hell is an egg exfoliator? I have like a brush, but it's almost more of like an exfoliator because it's like kind of got like these metal teeth on it. It's a brush, but it's not quite the most comfortable brush. It's almost one that she has to be in a really strong mood for, because it's kind of lifting up the follicles on her skin. It's like an exfoliator almost. And it's really nice to kind of loosen the stuff up off of her skin. But I need to get a better brush for her. One that's more comfortable, that I can brush her daily, that's not going to be like going all the way to her scalp. Yeah, I think I have like a de-shedding brush, but I'm looking for one that is like a little bit more cozy for her. so that I can brush her daily and she likes it, because she doesn't really like the brush I have. She has to be in like the most comfortable mood for me to use it, and I have to be really delicate with it because I don't think it's the most cozy thing for her. You know what I mean? Yeah, the grooming gloves, I've seen those. You put them on your hands and you rub her. I should try the gloves because I think she would be the most comfortable with those. You know what? I'm going to pick up a pair of the gloves today, actually, because those were just recommended to me by the lady friend literally just like over the weekend. And yeah, I'm going to try the gloves. That's what we'll do. But yeah, so I'm trying to find solutions on getting her coat like less dandruff, and salmon oil is apparently an option. Like a fish oil is a good option. And more importantly, I just want to solve any issues that might be underlying. The way I see it is I don't care if she has dandruff. She's a gorgeous cat. What I care about is why does she have dandruff? Is that fair? Like, I don't care that she has dandruff. I care, does that mean that she has dry skin? Does that mean that I could do something to make her feel be healthier, right? That's really what I'm worried about. And that's what I am trying to solve. I don't care what she looks like. I just want to make sure that she's healthy. Yeah. It can be worse seasonally as well. That's good to know. Yeah. I've only been with her for 60 days, so I don't quite know everything yet about her. But yeah, we'll get her a new brush and we'll just start there. We'll just start with daily brushing, because right now I can't brush her daily because she doesn't like the brush that much. So I only get a chance to brush her once a week. If I can get to brushing her daily, I think that actually might do the problem, or solve the problem. When my dog had bad dandruff, it was a food allergy. Funny enough, one of the foods that I fed her in the past caused worse dandruff. So I have picked a food now that seems to cause the least amount of it. Funny that you say that, because I noticed that. It seems like the chicken flavor of the Hill Science doesn't vibe with her coat. I've noticed more shedding, more dandruff rather, when she's eating chicken flavored. So I'm trying to avoid the chicken flavor stuff. I think that there just might be a chemical or something they're using that doesn't vibe with her. Yeah. So I'm sticking with just the turkey flavored stuff, and she doesn't care for anything sea flavored. She doesn't care for anything ocean or sea flavored. If it has the word ocean on it, or tuna, or sea, or anything like that, shrimp, anything, she's like, get this out of my face. So she's very picky, actually. She really wants the chicken or the turkey, and it seems like the chicken stuff might not be good for her skin. So I'm sticking with turkey. Yeah. I didn't know that about cats. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that right away, Gab Cat, and I'm a new cat owner. That's so funny. I didn't know that, but I noticed when I was feeding her the chicken cans, her skin would be worse for that week. And I was like, this is not normal. So now I have her on turkey only. Yeah. My cat eats nothing but ocean stuff. Yeah. She's weirdly just not about the ocean stuff. Yeah. She hates it. She will eat the churu flavored ocean stuff, but that's because churu is straight cat crack. So she will eat the churu flavored stuff, but that's different because that stuff is cat crack. So I don't think it matters. She's gonna eat it no matter what. Maybe I should change my cat's food. Yeah, hey Virgo, try. So here's my advice, even though you didn't ask for it. If you are gonna try a new food, you have to introduce it slowly. So think 20, 40, 60, 80. So first time, 20, 80, 20% new food, 80% old. Then gradually increase it. Try 30% old or new, 70% old. And then go to 40%. You want to slowly introduce her to the new food. but you want to be mixing them for a while. And then I think you can do this process over like a week. Also, the advice that I got, and take it or leave it, I don't want people to start questioning how they're taking care of their cat. Listen, if you're even thinking about taking care of your cat, you're already doing enough, I think, to the extent of most people. I really feel that way. Maybe I'm wrong, but so you're fine. But the advice that I got was read the ingredients on the cat food. We're talking wet food, and try to find stuff that has ingredients that you would consider eating yourself. So the cat food that I buy, the first 4 ingredients is just like chicken, like carrots, like it's like it's like food that I would actually eat myself. So if those first couple ingredients in that wet cat food seems like something you would put in your mouth, then like that's probably not bad. Like, it doesn't have to be the whole ingredient list. It doesn't, you don't overthink it too much. But if it seems like regular stuff, like it's not, you know, it's not bad, you know. So we talking allergies and animals. I work at a veterinary skin and allergy clinic. Happy to answer any questions. Oh, thank you, Pessimisaurus. Most common food allergy in dogs is chicken, then beef. Most common food allergy in cats is fish. Interesting. Not uncommon for some cats to be slightly dandruffy. Yeah, so Pessimisaurus, since you're offering, this is what we're talking about. My cat has dandruff, and I looked up that maybe a solution is like salmon oil or something. And that's as far as I've gotten. I was thinking about maybe trying like a salmon oil, or maybe even trying like some real food if it's something that I can experiment with. I have done a teeny bit of research. And then it's funny that you said that, because my buddy, who's like a spiritual guy, his first comment was, why don't you give her a bath? And I was like, wow, I wonder if she's ever had a bath in her life, because most cats probably aren't about that. I wish I could try bathing her, but I don't think I can. Maybe she liked Papa John's pizza. Yeah. The bath thing is tough for some cats. Mine won't allow it. Yeah. I don't know if bathing will work. Yeah, unfortunately, right? All right, where's do I still have white paint on me? I do. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna try maybe salmon oil. I'm gonna see what my options are. I'll take one, please. I haven't had Papa John's in a while. Not sponsored. Would I let the Papa sponsor me? That's the question. Would I let the Papa sponsor me? Maybe. And no worries, Pessimisaurus. You know, stuff happens. Yeah, so that's all. She just has dander, and I was just hoping that it's not like a skin issue. So to clarify, Pessimisaurus, I don't even care that she has dander. I more care, does the dander mean that her skin is not as fresh as it could be? That's what I care about. So like, if you're saying that dander's just kind of natural, that's okay. What I more care about is that there isn't a skin issue causing the dander that I could maybe help her with. That's really what I care about. Otherwise, it would be nice if I could lessen the dander, because I'm slightly allergic to the dander myself. And if I could get less of it in the house, it would help. But I'm already starting to get used to it. My body's, because it's only a slight allergy, my body's actually gotten very used to it very fast. And I don't really have any kind of itchiness anymore. So it's really not a problem for me. It's mostly a problem for, I just care about her skin. Like if it's a skin issue, I want it to be resolved. If it's just a little dander, I don't care. She's beautiful the way she is, you know, like, who cares, you know? So I honestly think that regular brushing might just be the answer. I think I'm just going to try to get it to where I'm brushing her daily, and I think that that's fine, because that'll clear up most of the dander, and maybe I'll try some fish oil or something. Usually cat dander doesn't mean there's a skin issue. Dog dander almost always means there is. Ah, yeah. She's just turning 7 this year. So she's getting up there. That's exactly it, Tamper. Right, like that's what I read. I read that it's only even noticeable because she's a black cat. Black cats have this problem that even a little bit of dander shows up on them because they have a black coat. So that's why I'm not like stressed out about it, because in all reality, it's not that bad. Like, you know, my lady friend was over and I'm sure I could even ask her, like, what do you think? Do you think that it abnormal at all? Because, you know, it's really just noticeable because of her coat. So as long as it's not a skin issue, I don't really care. Cats rarely get skin infections, yeah. So yeah, we'll take it a day at a time. I'm gonna get a brush. I'll start the brushing, and if the brushing shows improvement, then I'll just move on. If the brushing doesn't show improvement, then the next vet visit, I'm gonna see if they can recommend me a salmon oil supplement, maybe. But I brought this stuff. I'm doing research and stuff now. I'm not like rushing to do anything. So, what camera do you use? I use the Elgato Facecam Pro. I think it's called. Let me look it up for you real quick. Thank you, Rachie, for the tier 2. Coming in here with 54. How you doing, Rachie? It's good to see you. I haven't had a chance to catch up with you. What have you been up to, man? Yeah, I have the Elgato Facecam Pro. So it's the 4K one. I don't use the 4K setting because for some reason it just lags the frick out of my stream and it lags the frick out of my camera. I think I don't have enough USB bandwidth to be running 4K through my USB or whatever. So unfortunately, I can't use the 4K settings, but it's still nice. 1080p 60 FPS. It's pretty crisp. So that's one of the reasons why I'm hesitant on buying a real camera for my stream. That's like the next upgrade I might buy in the next year or two, is like a real Sony camera, and then get myself a cam link and get myself a real nice camera for the show and for my cooking streams. The thing I'm worried about is, like, if I can't run 4K off of this USB camera, how can I expect to run 4K off of a cam link? But I just don't know if I understand how the technology works. Maybe the technology's different. So I'm not sure. Even your cam has cat in it. That's so funny. True. Yeah. Looks clean. Yeah. I put a lot of work into my camera. So if you're just asking for curiosity, there you go. If you're asking for your own content journey, you're welcome to send me a message and I can give you some like tips on how I set my camera settings up and stuff. Just throwing that out there, just in case you were asking for more than one reason. So my DMs are open about creator stuff. I don't always reply right away, but I get to you when I can, for sure. But yeah. I'm actually pretty proud of my camera work, despite not using a $3,000, or a $2,000 camera. I'm pretty proud of what I pull out of this little USB camera. It was $250, so it better be doing something. It wasn't a cheap webcam, it was like a $250, $300 webcam, so it better be doing something. Also, if it's skin issues, she would be itchy. Yeah, she doesn't scratch or anything, right? She does a little bit of scratching every once in a while around her neck. Just standard scratching is what I'm saying. Just every once in a while, she does a little scratch, but she's not a scratchy cat at all. So I've been keeping an eye on that because when she first came home, I was like slightly worried about fleas. So I've been like hyper focused on how often she scratches herself. Everything's okay. No fleas. Yeah, of course, McMillions, no problem, bud. Creator stuff is always welcome, I'll always answer when I can. If I'm in the middle of a stream and I can't answer, DMs are welcome. But I like yapping. Work, Subnautica 2, work, and more work. Dude, are you enjoying Subnautica 2, man? I'm kind of jealous. I'm waiting until early access is over. Many cat foods also have fish oil in the ingredients for the omega-3. So I'm probably okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the Hill Science diet, and I'm pretty confident in it. I've done a lot of research, and it seems like it's getting her all the nutrients she needs. So she's a pretty healthy cat, man. I'm pretty proud of her. She seems pretty healthy. Yeah. Pikichu, we have a bunch of BTTV stuff. Yo, what's up, Strawberry? Hey. Looking snazzy today? Oh, thank you. It's funny that you say that because I'm unshowered. I didn't wash my face or anything. But I don't show off my bald head enough. I kind of do rock bald pretty well. I think my front profile as a bald guy is, dare I even say, sexy. I don't like my side profile as a bald guy though. I don't think it's as flattering. And I also don't like the back of my head as a bald guy because I'm a little bit of a chunker and you can kind of see a little bit of chunkiness back there and I hate it. But my front profile though, ooh-wee. So if you ever catch me in public and if I'm ever dancing around you in public and I don't let you see any other side of me, now you know why. If I'm ever dancing around you in public, now you know why, all right? I got the front profile for sure. Subnautica 2 has been awesome. I was going to wait a little bit, but a friend gifted to me. Oh, that's awesome. You know what, Rachel? You deserved it. That makes me really happy that you got friends taking care of you because you're such a generous soul and you're such a sweetheart, dude. That just made me so happy. I'm so happy you got people taking care of you, dude. I hope you're enjoying it. I know Subnautica 2 has co-op, and that's actually one of the things that really enticed me to check it out. I love the idea of co-op in that game. I bet you it would be awesome. Takes one to know one? Okay. Cut it out. I'm just kidding. All right, are we going to use the tiling here? Are we considering this floor tiling? What are we considering for the tiling here? Let's go see what tiling they're using over here for inspiration. Exactly, Unitato. Ain't no one gonna see my zipper. That's really the truth. I just don't want people to see my zipper. Then they'll know that I'm not a real human. Interesting. It's actual tile flooring. Let's go get some inspiration from the games. Pokemon Fire Red Safari Zone. Let's go take some inspiration from the games. I'm looking for a picture of the inside of the Safari Zone gate. I'm sure I'll find something. We'll find something. I really enjoy getting inspiration from the games. It's something about this is like exciting to me. I'll just like scroll through old pictures. I gotta get a new mouse soon. My mouse is starting to die. Did you do any more secret base? No, we did take a break from fixing the secret base up. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at where we're at with the secret base. I don't remember where we left off. I think I left off with I need to pull back the door one more space. That's where we left off. I think I have to pull the door back one more space. And then and then we're complete, and then we can start decorating the room. All right, so this is what the floor looks like in old Pokemon games. It's also tiles. Take a look. It's also tiles. Pokemon, let's go Pikachu. Route gates. What does the inside of a building look like in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? Boom! Nailed it. There it is. There, look at that. There it is. This is the look at that. One for one with Pokopia. Insane, dude. Interesting. So tiles are kind of the play, huh? So I wonder, Safari Zone Guide, Fire Red. I wonder if I can find a video of somebody entering the Safari Zone real quick. All right, sick. Here we go. I want to see this person go in the Safari Zone building real quick. Look at this is what we're trying to create right here. This is kind of what we're trying to create right here. All right, hold on. Safari Zone Guide Fire Red. Or let's do a Pokemon Yellow. So this is all the Pokemon in the back. Okay, here we go. Right here. You see this? This is the room we are going to be creating right here. We're going to be doing something along these lines. And it's when you enter the Safari Zone. So we're going to have, and here's the cool part. Listen, I'm going to have registers in here. And I'm going to turn this into shops so that I have a Pokemon sitting behind the counter as the person who takes your tickets. That's how we're gonna do the Safari Zone entrance. I'm gonna put like a Machop in here, and I'm gonna put a cash register and a little shop or something, and I'm gonna have the Pokemon be the guy who's like giving you your Safari Zone balls and taking your ticket. It's gonna be like how you're gonna use your imagination. So I'm actually gonna have Pokemon either living in this building or just working as like shop owners in the building, so that we can have like actual people standing in here to like interact with as you walk through to go to the actual Safari Zone. And then once you go through the door, you're in the Safari Zone, yada yada. So we're trying to create this experience. We're probably gonna go with the tiles because of this, and then we'll do counters and maybe I guess some like vending machines or like bookcases or something, whatever, boxes, whatever these are, some chairs, some plants. That's kind of the vibe we're going for here. So sick. All right, let's go check out the secret base so far. Let's see what we've worked on. Yeah, so the last thing that we realized was that I wanted to pull the door back because I wanted to make it to where the player could not click on the door through the lava or something like that. All right, so I wanted to make it to where you could not open the door through the lava. I also need to solve the problem that you can see the lava through the curtains if you walk up to it. And it's kind of a giveaway, but I don't mind because maybe it's kind of a hint that there's a secret back here. So I think what's going to happen is I think I need to pull the door back one, because right now the problem is that you can open the door and you can mess up everything, and lava starts pouring all over the place, and it becomes a problem. I do not want you to be able to open the door. This messes up my whole thing. So now, unfortunately, you have to try really hard to open the door because like you're getting burned, but I still kind of want to see if I can avoid this little cheat. Ideally, you cannot reach the door. So you come in here and there's just a wall of lava and you have to press this button. And then what happens when you press this button is the lava goes away, the door opens, and then waterfalls come down. And then you have a waterfall lined path that's going to lead to our elevator. That's what we're trying to make happen here. But right now, the only problem that I've ran into is that you can click on the door through the lava and you can mess up my whole little delivery here. And then the other problem also is that the waterfalls aren't tall enough that you can't really see the waterfalls falling. I think it would be kind of cool if you could see the waterfalls actually like falling in the background. I'll show you guys what I mean. How am I going to do this? I want to press the switch from the other side so I can show y'all. You see, like, the waterfalls are actually not down. So the idea was that when you click on the switch, you see the waterfalls coming down, and it's like this wonderful, all of a sudden there's waterfalls raining down, and you have this beautiful, and then lights are going to be coming on, and then this path has appeared to you, the secret base. However, my waterfalls aren't big enough, so you don't see any of this, right? You unfortunately don't see any of this. You just, by the time the lava goes away, you just see the waterfall. So I might have to try to make the waterfalls a little taller as well. And that's it. That's how far we've gotten in our secret base so far. So not too bad. Not too bad. Thank you, Code Hemi, for 30 months. How are you today, Code Hemi, by the way? How you been, man? And thank you, Feisty, for the tier 2 for 46. Dude, what you been up to, Feisty? It's good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little bit. Hope life's been treating you well. Thank you, Code Hemi. I know you're aren't you a PS tier? I know I've been wrapping my streams up a little bit earlier, so the PS tiers have been missing us. Aren't you a PS tier? I think so, right? Or close to, I think so. And I thought you had some sort of vacation or something coming up. Am I misremembering? Maybe that was a while ago. So, are you interested in the pirate game Wind Rose? That's like such your game. Have you? It's doing really well. People are loving it. It's like top 10 sales and everything. Yeah, you're a PT. Yeah, dude. It seems like Wind Rose is literally for like the game you've been waiting for. It's like designing, decorating, pirates. Yeah, Wind Rose. I haven't actually tried it yet. Yeah, dude. It seems like something that would be up in your alley. You have to let me know what you think about it if you check it out. All right, we need counters, so we need to figure out what we're doing with this room. I need to figure out the flooring first. So we decided that tiling was the play. Some form of tiling. I think black and white would be cooler. I don't know if I want to use the yellow tiling. Bit deep in Palia, of course. So many games, so little time. Yeah, I saw the update for Palia, yeah. You're playing Winrose every night with the hubby? Really? That's cool. How often do y'all on the hubby, you and the hubby share games with each other? We have any gaming couples in the chat? Any gaming couples in the chat that game with their hubbies or their stinky wifeys or their smelly hubbies? Boom, 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 boom. Here's square tiling. This might be what we want to use here.
Morning, beautiful people, is always so happy to be part of this community. H-Day Midna.
H-Day Midna. I love that. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Thank you, Mary. How you doing? I saw you got your help with the modding stuff. If you need any help modding, now that you're in that Discord, let me know, all right, Mary? You can always just at me directly if you need any help setting up Animal Crossing mods and stuff, all right? Yeah, let me know. Thank you for the love here, Mary. Not as much as I'd like. I told him I want to do more of it together. It's just finding a game that keeps us both interested. Of course, that's the hard part, man. You're trying to compare, you know, two people's game interests and find that middle ground. It's super cool that y'all can share that together, though. You guys play Stardew, Pyro Chick? The hubs pretty much only plays FPS. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. Maybe you can find a first-person shooter that you kind of like and you can play with them sometime. Something like casual, like Halo 2 is getting revived. Y'all could go through the campaign together. Halo 2 is Combat Evolved is pretty much all but announced. And they're going to be remaking the original Halo 2 or Halo 1 experience. Sorry, Halo 1. And you guys could do like the co-op Halo 1 campaign together if it's a thing, right? If it's a thing. We don't know a lot about it. But like at this point, we're convinced that Halo 1's getting a complete remake from the ground up. And it wouldn't be Halo 1 without a co-op campaign. And that's something I feel like could be a lot of fun because Halo co-op has always been casual in my opinion. You put it on a low difficulty setting and it's pretty casual. You know, maybe that could be an answer, you know, and then from there, once you come to there, here's the thing about the smelly hubbies, I can tell y'all. I might not be married, but I'm a smelly hubby, I can tell y'all. If you are willing to get down to our level, then we're way more inclined to come and get down on yours. You know, now obviously you would hope it goes both ways, and maybe the interest is just not there. You can't force it if it's not there. Sometimes gaming is different for people, and not everyone's going to enjoy different types of games. You can't force it. But hey, if you find a shooter, then you can kind of just, hey, well, I came and I played Halo with you, so do you want to come and do some Stardew farming with me? try to gaslight them into it, you know? Listen to all the hubbies in the chat. They're all H-Des Monkas right now. Hylian, dude, stop. Dude, shut up, Hylian. Stop, Hylian. Dude, no, dude, stop, Hylian. My hubby only likes Souls games, which I suck at. Yeah. I have returned. What up, Talnov? Smelly hubby plays Apex, so I play every once in a while. He tried Paleo with me. Now working on getting him to try Stardew. Hubby only likes survival games. I'm a cozy person. Yeah, Subnautica 2 is a good share there, yeah. What up, Fit Guy Gamer? I've been out of anything Pokemon related since Stadium. This definitely piques my interest. Oh yeah, this game, this is actually a story-driven game based off of Dragon Quest Builders almost. Have you ever heard of Dragon Quest Builders before, Fit Guy? If you can wrap your head around a Pokemon game, but Dragon Quest Builders, that's this game. This game is a story-driven game that's an RPG that tells you a story, but it also is like a town builder, and you're like rebuilding society basically in a weird way. It's a really, really interesting game though. And yeah, as somebody who hasn't played a ton of Pokemon recently, as you mentioned, you might be into this for sure. Single as a Pringle. I get to play whatever I want, whatever I want. I made him play Mario Kart with me once, and he absolutely wiped the floor with me. I was shocked. He hadn't played Mario Kart since 64. Some of us, it's just like riding a bike. Some of us, it's just like riding a bike. So I need to play NBA 2K? Sure, why not? It's hard for me to stay current on gaming. I have a huge backlog of games stretching back to SNES. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, it's hard to stay current. I feel that. Until I started streaming, I was the guy that played games 10 years old. Yep, I'm right there with you, man. Before I started streaming, I was always the dude that waited 10 years to play a game. It used to be a joke between me and my friends and I. Straight up, like my friends and I would be like, oh, yo, Hylian, did you hear about a new Fallout game that came out? I'm sure you'll get to it in a decade. And I would sit there and laugh with them because it was true. Like a new game came out and I was like, okay, I'll get to that in 5 years. You know, like I like to take my time, man. Until streaming happened, I barely played new games. Anybody else? Can you relate to that? I barely played new games before I started streaming, man. Because dude, if you wait, the patient gamer saves money. You get the better experience because you don't get a game that's half finished. All the DLC's out. That's the thing, dude. Being a patient gamer always gets a better experience. You get the game that's not buggy. You get the game that's fully complete. You get the game that has DLC. You get the game that has better guides. You get the game that's on sale. It's like if you can wait to play a game, you always get the better experience. For the most part. Now, unless it's a live service, because then if you wait, you might not even get a chance to play it because they're just going to cancel it like every other live service. So that's the only exception is don't wait to play a live service game because you might not ever get to play it because they'll shut it down in a month. Live service games are having a rough go at it. Sony literally just shut down another live service game. Funny enough, Sony just shut down another live service game. They just can't stop. Which one? Some weird ass junky game that came out on the release of the PlayStation 5. It was like some kind of weird destruction derby game that like nobody was even talking about and nobody even cared about. And apparently it had been still going for like 5 years and they just shut it down. Like Spawnwave talked about it this morning. Real awkward. It was real weird, actually. Like the kind of game that you would have expected Sony to shut down a long time ago. Ten-year plan out the window. Yeah, Sony doesn't know what they're doing, man. Honestly, I don't criticize too often because I just don't care. But I will say that Sony actually might be my least favorite of the three big game companies right now. I think they're just a little bit worse than Microsoft when it comes to shutting down studios, canceling plans, you know, getting these weird visions of grandeur, and then canceling projects and wasting money and not doing the right thing. Like Sony just really sucks, dude. And again, you don't hear these kinds of comments from me often. I'm not saying Nintendo's any better. I'm not, you know, I'm just saying that Sony is on the top of my ish list when it comes to companies that are doing terrible things in gaming, buying studios and shutting them down, wasting money on live service when we could be playing more single player games. I think Sony is probably the worst of it right now. And I think Microsoft's right under them. And then Nintendo's right under that. I guess looks like this counter, maybe painted, might be my best bet. It's funny because the kitchen table actually might be even better. Weirdly enough, the kitchen table is like a really nice counter for what I'm trying to do here. but I might go with this, especially if I can paint it. And they link together, so that linking symbol means that they link together, which is what we want here. Let's go ahead and make 20 of these. That should be enough. Sony has been pretending to have any sort of vision since the PlayStation 3. You know, I think Sony's going to come back in the eyes of the gamers, though, because, you know, and I like to bring this up because this is funny to me, all right? 2 or 3 years ago, rumors came out that Sony's going to make a new handheld. And I got one guide in the chat that day. This is years ago. And I was like, dude, I think that Sony's going to make a handheld and they're going to come back. The Vita's coming back. And I'll never forget this. This one guy in my chat was like, no, you're so off base, dude. Do you even play games? And I was like, what? And, you know, these are my words. And he was like, you know, Sony doesn't need a handheld. Why would they ever do that? That doesn't make any sense. And I'll never forget that, because I swear, dude, we're about to get a Sony handheld, like maybe by the end of this year, next year. Sony's coming out with a new Vita, dude, and I think they're about to make a comeback in a sense. Not that they ever left, but I think the handheld market is blown wide open, and I think Sony is right around the corner from dropping a brand new something like a Vita, something along the lines of like a Vita or handheld system. And I think between that and the Grand Theft Auto 6 being mainly a Sony game at this point is like how the industry's kind of looking at Grand Theft Auto. It's like, it really is a PlayStation game. Most people plan on buying it for PlayStation. I think Sony's about to hit it real big these next couple years, because I think that PlayStation fans want a handheld. I think if Sony can release anything that makes even a little bit of waves like the Vita did. The Vita had some decent success, some mild success. I don't know how successful it was, but I know it was up there to some extent. I feel like, dude, we could really be into a weird era for Sony, man. I think Sony could come out and really make some waves. Yeah, people love the Vita, dude. I really feel strongly that we could see some waves being, the boat could be shooketh. The boat could be rocked a little bit. All right, let's go do some painting. I'm finding out that some games I used to obsess over back in the day are still going, and it makes me feel old. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is over 10 years strong. World of Warcraft Classic, Final Fantasy, Tibia. Did you know that Tibia still is a thing? Did you know you can go and find an official, unofficial server to play City of Heroes? That's right, the original owners and creators of City of Heroes sanctioned a private server. They gave assets to the people, and they basically sanctioned a private server. So it's an official, unofficial game, basically. And City of Heroes still exists. Yeah, there's a bunch of old school games that you can go back and still play nowadays. It's pretty cool. If Sony can make a handheld that play some of their games on the PlayStation 5 and 6, then I can see them wanting to make another. But unless they can do that, I don't know if they will, because of how poorly they considered the Vita to have done. Yeah. I understand. Like, I think it's been long enough that they're willing to try again. So the question is that how are they going to attempt it? This is the real question. You're right. So my question is, do they put out some garbage cloud handheld? Basically like they already have out right now. But like right now they have a cloud handheld that can play stuff from your PlayStation. This would just be one step removed, where you can just play anywhere, but it's completely cloud-based. That's a direction that some people are predicting, and that would be the worst handheld ever. That would be the worst handheld ever, in my opinion. I would be so sad. I would be so freaking sad If Sony puts out a handheld and it's just a cloud handheld, that would suck. Can Smeagol paint items you've already placed down? Yeah. So you can make paintballs. You can make balloons, and then you throw the balloons at the item and you can paint it. Yep. So there is a way to paint stuff that's already on the ground or it's already put down. You have to make a balloon out of the paint and then throw the balloon at... I don't think I like this tiling. I think I would want gray. I don't think I like this tiling. I guess I won't really be able to tell until I see it in action. I was hoping it would be a little darker. I don't have a lot of black paint, so that makes this a big problem. I'm gonna have to go buy some more. I think I can buy some from right here. Let's go real quick. How do you speed up on this thing? The R button? Yeah. Ooh! What's up, kitty? Hey. Dude, I had the best interaction with Midna today, or yesterday. So I came home from going to see my buddy. And... Can I get out of here? I came home from going to see my buddy, and as I walked in the house, she was sitting in my office, and it was weird. It's hard to describe this interaction without it sounding stupid, but as I walked into the house, and as I walked past my office door to go into the bathroom, there she is sitting there like a parent who's waiting for their kid to come home late. And she just looking straight deadpan, and she just goes, and I look over as I'm walking past, and I see her, and she just goes, meow. And it was like this so matter-of-fact meow. Like it was like a meow I've never heard her do. And as I look as I walk past, and I'm just like, hi, I'm home. And she's just like, meow. And like her face doesn't move, her body doesn't move. She's just sitting there staring, and she's just like, meow. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, yeah, I'm home, hey. And she's just like, meow. I'm like, am I in trouble? Like, are you? It's this weird, super weird interaction I had with her. And I'm just like, meow. And she didn't move, she didn't flinch, anything. And I'm just like, what the heck? Girl stayed up to make sure you got home. Yeah, it was like, it was just such a funny interaction. That's when you leave out of your normal times. Yeah, because it was really out of my normal times. Exactly. Like, I don't normally leave the house at that time at all. Come here, Minna. Here, all right. Since I called you in here and you weren't in the room, I'll give you some real pets. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll give you some real pets. I didn't know she wasn't in the room, so now I have to give her some more. You're being such a sweetie. You're being such a sweetie, but Bobidi. Where have you been? Where are my treats? What's up, Irish? Dude, how you been, man? Yo, Irish, did you see our announcement? Exclamation point SGF in the chat. Listen, y'all, we are doing a week-long marathon celebrating the Summer Games Fest season. Over 15 different game announcements we're going to be trying to watch. We're going to be doing a ton of content, a lot of multiplayer. So Irish, I bring this up to you, bud, because we're doing multiplayer. We're going to be doing Mario Kart World. We'll be doing some Mario Kart 8. That's right, Random 18, Mario Kart 8. Listen, well, you not Mario Kart 8 for you, Random 18, excuse me. Mario Party Superstars. Finally, I'm going to be paying up on Superstars. We'll be doing Superstars and Jamboree. We'll be doing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart World. And we'll be doing some Kirby Air Riders. I'm going to need you, Random 18. I might even be sending you a DM so that I can line it up alongside you specifically, because I don't want to play Air Riders unless you're there. I'm just going to be honest. I straight up do not want to play Air Riders unless you are there. So I'm going to probably reach out to you personally so we can figure out like when you'll be around. And we can line something up. This will be next week. Yeah, and Nembo Tavi. I was also thinking about Nembo as well. Right. So I'm going to try to line something up with you, but we'll be doing as much multiplayer stuff as we can jam into a week. I even have some real fun plans for y'all. Listen, I don't want to spoil anything, y'all, but I've gotten 3 replies already, and I'm waiting for more on games that we are going to be playing with each other. So new games that are being announced and released that week. So I can reveal one of them because this is the one that I think y'all might be the most interested in. So I get reached out to for games and to showcase games and to get game keys. So what I'm trying to do for next week is I'm trying to fill the week up with a bunch of new games as well. Stuff that we're going to check out that is maybe releasing that week. Stuff that's leaving early access, stuff that's getting full releases. And I've been doing some networking and getting us access to games either early or stuff that's releasing during next week so that we can experience some brand new games together. And I got reached out to from the developers of Solarpunk. If y'all remember Solarpunk, and if everything works out, not only am I getting a copy of this game for myself, I'm also getting a handful of copies of games for all of you. And I think the game is multiplayer. So if things work out the way that I want, we might be checking out Solarpunk together for the first time. It's releasing June 8th, which is at the end of the week, but I'm getting an early access copy of it. I just might not be able to play it until the embargo. But I think the embargo date is actually a little bit early. Like, there's actually a good chance that I can show it off live before it releases, because I think the embargo date's like the 5th or 6th. So there's a chance we're going to be checking this out like before release, and I'm going to have a couple copies for y'all. I actually reached out and asked them, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm doing this big event, and if you want to give a couple keys for us to give away, I think my community might be really behind this game. It seems pretty cool. And I'm learning that this game actually is a little bit more survival. So here's what I know about the game so far. It's actually going to be a little bit of a survival game. And there's going to be a cozy casual mode for those that just want to decorate. So there's going to be a cozy casual mode for those that just want to live in this world and farm and decorate. But there's also apparently a survival side to the game that I didn't even know about, where we're going to be actually having to try to live here, and we have to like watch our food intake and our water, and I think we have to create like air for ourselves. Very Subnautica vibes. So there's going to be a survival side to this game that you can opt into. So I'm all of a sudden really excited about this, because it might not just be a decoration sim unless you want it to be. Right, somebody said raft, but on land, right? So like if you want it to be a decoration sim, it can be, but for me, it might be a survival game, and that's really cool, dude. And I'm here for this, man. So I'm excited about Solarpunk. I wanted to kind of give y'all a sneak peek this morning. We might be checking this game out together. And again, it comes out June 8th, but I think I got some early access to it. Let me go read let me go see if I can read the email. I might have deleted. Here it is. So the embargo is on the 5th. So I'm not allowed to publish any content before the 5th. But listen, the game doesn't come out until the 8th. So I think this community is going to be getting a freaking 3-day jump start on Solarpunk. And the only thing is that I don't know if y'all are going to be able to, like, if I understand how this works, I'm going to be able to give y'all some keys to play the game maybe a little bit ahead of time. Maybe? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what's happening here. So they said I can request additional keys in the key portal, and I can grab a few extra for giveaways right here. But I don't know if the keys y'all are getting are going to work until the 11th. If I understand how this is going to work, y'all are going to have to wait to play with me until the full release. Not the 11th, the 8th, excuse me. So yeah, we might not be able to play together until the 8th, but you know, that's fine. Like, whatever. Yeah, that's fair, right? Like, so I might be able to play it for you all as like a little, like, you know, is this game worth our time kind of vibe? And then we can come back to it later in the week, maybe. So yeah, thank you so much, Whimzu, for the 28 and welcome back. Yeah, we need about 250 game keys. Yeah, I don't know how many they're gonna let me take out, but I'm gonna try to get as many as I can for y'all. So yeah, I'm doing some networking. I'm trying to make next week fun. I have another game as well that I'm looking forward to checking out. And here, I'll show y'all it right now. So this one, I have a very funny story to go with, but I'm not going to tell the story until later. But take a look at this. So I don't know what's going on with this game. I think this game's about to have okay, so this game might have been out for a while, and I don't think it's new, but I think there's some kind of event happening here with this game. So I requested a key for this game called Ale and Tail Tavern, and they sent a key my way. So this game, it's like cooperative first person open world fantasy tavern simulator, and it has like all the things you would expect from it. Like it almost seems like a weird like Palia adjacent game, but it's not an MMO. And you like open up like a tavern together. So I might try to get this game going as well. We might be checking out this game together as well as a community. We might be. This one's on the might list. I haven't quite ironed out the details yet. Yeah, it's like a manager sim, but it's co-op. So it gives me like Palia energy because you're like managing a tavern with the community, and it has combat and everything. Like, look, it has like combat, and I think there's even dungeon crawling. I think the game even has like some dungeon crawling, and it's like up to 6 players, and you might even be able to go out and like dungeon crawl and fight monsters. I don't know, but I was looking into this game and I thought it might be fun to check out. Yeah, you actually run a tavern with other players. Yeah. So I don't know what that one's about, but I'm looking into Ale and Tail Tavern as well. And I'm hoping that we might be able to check that out. And that's all I'll leave for now. I'll stop spoiling stuff for now. I have some other plans. I'm looking to maybe get some fun stuff for us to check out. And we're leaving our schedule pretty open for any kind of like sneaky releases. But yeah, we'll see here. Well, here we go. I've been waiting for my email, everybody. Here we go. I finally got it. I've been waiting for my email from Kick. Hi, I'm blank from partnerships team at Kick. I've been watching your streams, and the community you've built is exactly the kind of energy we want on Kick. I'm reaching out because you've been approved for a fast track entry to the Kick Partner Program. No application needed. What's in it for you as a Kick streamer? Viewership-based earnings. 3 times more than Twitch with the same viewer count. Up to 6 times more if streaming exclusively on Kick. Those are some big numbers they're throwing at me. I get a 95/5% sub split. No exclusivity required. Front page visibility support. So I'm not that interested. Now, what I would be interested in is that apparently Kick will straight up pay people to stream like a job, like an hourly wage. That's the one thing that I would be interested in. And they didn't say it here, so I'll go ahead and I'll reply to them. But apparently Kick was at one point was offering a full blown out like hourly wage for streaming on their platform. And that's something I would be interested in, because then I would be worried less about building on Kick and more about just streaming and collecting cash alongside my other revenue streams. That would be the only one that I would be interested in. Otherwise, I don't care about their sub splits and stuff, because I'm not going to have any traction on Kick. It's going to take me years to build on that platform. So this all sounds nice, right? But it's like, oh, you can earn 3 times more? No, how? If I spend the next 3 years building on another platform? That doesn't sound, that's gonna take a while. You know what I mean? Like, this is all just hogwash at this point. So, the one thing that I've been waiting for them to reach out to me is this system that I've heard them talk about, where I've heard people talk about them offering straight up like salary wages, and you just have to stream a certain amount of hours a month. That's something I would consider, because having a consistent stream of revenue is a dream for a streamer, one that you can depend on. You know what I mean? Like, that's a dream. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's a dream, like something that I can tangibly say, I'm getting this guaranteed money every month. That's not quite, that's not something you quite have access to as a creator. There's always that chance that like something goes wrong, right? So yeah, Kick is still growing. Kick is actually making some pretty solid moves in the space. So Kick has been buying up streamers and offering revenue to streamers, and Kick is actually kind of getting ahead of the game for a little bit, on certain fronts. So to explain, they have been doing some guerrilla marketing where they've taken like their top 20, 30 streamers and they purchase clippers. So this just came out recently. So I'll give you all some tea. You guys ready? So what they do is they purchase clippers, and they have people on payroll that clip streamers' content on a massive scale, and they force them into the algorithm, and they force popularity. So like this has been like proven to actually be really successful. So like they'll offer like a couple $1,000 campaign. They'll call it a campaign, and they'll invite you as a regular person to clip people's content. And if you can get that clip to get, let's say, 100,000 views, then you can make $1,000. Right? And this is what they're doing. So Kick is funding this for their streamers. Right? So Kick is funding this for their streamers. And so they're doing some pretty decent things where they're taking some creators and they're like straight up funding, these clip campaigns to increase the visibility of their biggest creators, and then they're finding more success on their platform. So they're actually doing some real positive stuff. However, the problem with Kick is that it's funded by a gambling company named Stake. So Stake is actually the company that that owns Kick, and Stake is a gambling company that has a bunch of gambling apps, and they're all about gambling. So the problem with Kick is, first off, it's kind of dirty money, kind of. and it's ran and supported by Stake, basically. Like, and I'm giving you guys the cliff notes. The second problem with Kick is that it has a real bad rep because there's a lot of real obnoxious content on it. And up until recently, Kick was getting away with having nudity and all sorts of gross stuff on their platform, but they recently finally got attacked by like government officials, and now they have to abide by certain rules. So they had to put a bunch of defenses in place to stop some of this gutter content. So they are getting better because they're being forced to clean up the platform, because they're finally getting like come down on, the books getting thrown at them. So potentially Kick will get cleaned up over the next couple years, maybe a year or two, because they're being forced to clean up their act. So their rep could get a little better over time. But as of right now, they still have a pretty bad rep. And I don't know if I want to be associated with them. So that's why this is like a kind of a meme for me. Like that's why I said at the beginning of this, I've been waiting for this email, because this is what they've been doing. They're reaching out to pretty decent sized creators and they're saying, hey, listen, we'll offer you money, straight up a job to stream here, because they're trying to get more content that isn't, you know, a bunch of young dudes like doing nonsense. They're looking for cozy creators. They're looking for wholesome communities. They're looking for smaller communities, because we all know that this is really the lifeblood of Twitch. You know, the big streamers are whatever, but the lifeblood of Twitch is these types of communities, mine, you know, ours, right? And they're slowly reaching out to more streamers, trying to get them to come over. And the cool part about it is that they're not asking for exclusivity. So they're asking for just stream alongside Twitch. So it's not bad for the creators, because it's not like they're asking us to change up our system. However, I don't think I'm at all looking for Kick right now. I can tell you all right now, like, unless they offered me a really good amount of money or something that could change my life, I wouldn't even consider streaming alongside Twitch with Kick, let alone exclusivity ever. But maybe in a couple years, if the platform starts getting cleaned up, I will tell y'all I would consider streaming alongside Twitch with Kick, because it could be a good way for me to continue to grow and find a living through my art. You know what I mean? So maybe down the road, I will consider Kick, but as of right now, I can tell you guys I'm 100% not interested. It all comes down to, like, if they were to offer me some kind of life-changing amount of money, I would consider doing it as alongside Twitch, but I would never become a Kick exclusive streamer, and I'm not even trying to do it alongside Twitch unless they offer me something. As of right now, my journey is just YouTube and Twitch, and then maybe TikTok in the future. Maybe. I've considered it, but I don't even know if I care about that. So yeah, so right, like it would have to be like a big deal for me, or I wouldn't even consider. So yeah, no, they didn't shut it down. They Kick is still going. Like I said, in some ways they're thriving, and they're slowly taking little bits of the Twitch pie in some ways. But in other ways, they're really not making that many moves. You know, this is my job, so I keep myself pretty in the know. And I can tell you from a marketing perspective, Kick is doing a good job getting themselves out there. They are growing. To answer that question, they are growing, but they're not growing at some kind of rate in which they're threatening Twitch. They haven't become a real threat in the competition. They're just competition, and competition is healthy. We should all like competition, right? So they're just a healthy competition to Twitch and YouTube right now, and TikTok. They're not doing more than just slightly growing. You know, they're not. Are they growing? They might be growing, but are they showing? Yeah, they're showing a little too much, which is why they could get shut down. Because at any point in time over the past 2 years, you could unfortunately turn on Kick and you would find some prawns. Just people playing prawns. And that's like Kick has been kind of a grody platform for a while, where like, and now that's the same for Twitch to some extent. Don't get it twisted, but Kick was doing a way less desirable job at getting rid of it. That's the difference. Whereas like, you're still going to find that stuff on Twitch, but it gets taken down in over 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's gone. Whereas like that stuff was sitting on Kick for days at one point, and it was like real grody, but it's like, it's getting better. So, and then the only other problem with Kick after that is just knowing that it's being supported by a gambling conglomerate, which, you know, we don't have to get into the politics of it, but like, that's kind of grody, you know, but like, is that any worse than Amazon? Or again, let's just not even open up the can of worms. Let's just move on, right? It's a conversation to be had, maybe just not today. You know, I'm tired. It's my day off, you know, whatever. But it's like, it's tough. It's tough to make those types of decisions. But, you know, knowing that Kick is ran by a gambling company, there is some moral questions to also be brought up. You know, is that something that aligns with my personal morals? I don't know. I'm not thinking that hard about it right now. I can tell you that much. I ain't thinking that hard about it right now. Yeah, next week's gonna be fun, y'all. I'm trying to get a bunch of games lined up for stuff for us to check out. Maybe a sponsorship, or maybe trying to line some fun stuff up for us, man. We'll check out some new games. Summer Games Fest week is gonna be sick. We'll check out some new games. We'll give away some keys. It's gonna be sick. Ooh, what's this? We're super excited to invite you and your community to the very first Cozy Games Awards, happening May 28th. Cozy Game Awards. They want to invite me to watch the Cozy Game Awards. I never heard of this before. What the heck? Just reply with "I love Nutella" once you've read the email. What? How old is this email? 23 hours ago? Is it May 28th, like tomorrow? Why are you sending me this so late? 7 p.m. Central Eastern Standard Time, CEST. I don't know what CEST is, but sorry, 10 a.m. PDT. That's Central European Time. Excuse me, I'm brain. So that's 7 Central European. It's going to be 1 p.m. tomorrow. 1 p.m. tomorrow. Cozy Game Awards. You guys down? You guys want to watch this? Is this something you guys are interested in? The Cozy Game Awards. I wonder how long it's going to be, right? It feels like it could just be kind of long. You guys would be down? Yeah, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Maybe we'll check it out. Only if there's a flute guy. We could check it out, but dip if it sucks. Yeah. We don't have to commit to it. Man, I deleted an email that I replied to somebody, and unless they reply back to me, I can't remember the game. I've learned my lesson. Don't delete the email until you know for sure you're done with it. Because yesterday I replied to a game and I was like, yo, let me get a key for that because this game looks sick. And then I deleted the email after I replied because I was like, I don't really care, you know, until they reply back to me. I'm trying to clean my email inbox up. And now I can't remember the game. And the game looked really good. It was this super sick dungeon crawler game. Dang. I know, I deleted it out of my sent folder. I know, that's the thing. I was really cleaning house. No, that's the thing. I really wanted everything clean. Maybe it's in my trash. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's in my trash. Hold on. Good call out. The trash stays for 30 days. Good call out. Good call out. Oh, dude. I got a key for Paralives. Yo, we're going to check out Paralives next week, I think. I got a key for Paralives. How about that? After we talked about it yesterday. I think we'll check it out together just for funsies. I forgot to tell y'all. I got a key for Paralives. They sent me one. I'm hoping that I'm going to get a key for Mina the Hollower, but I've replied a little late. Hopefully they reply by Friday. That would be super sick if I don't have to buy that game. Even though I would totally buy it and support them because I bet you it's going to be great. Yeah, we signed up for co-streaming Summer Games Fest and a bunch of the stuff around it. Bam, bam, bam. There's 10,000 things in my trash can right now. That tells you guys how recently I cleaned my email. 10,000 emails in my trash can. I recently cleaned house. Oh my gosh. I recently cleaned house, dude. Yeah, just looking for this game real quick. I know I'm distracted, but we're just hanging out. No, I wasn't too interested in Loftia. I did watch some streamers play it though. Oh, this game. So this game is coming out June 6th. Check out this game, chat. There's a demo right now. There's a free-to-play demo right now, I think. Here's the trailer. This game comes out next week. We're going to check it out as well. Take a look.
We remember you, dear
Moss, the Forgotten Relic.
reader.
Look at this.
Even if you do not remember us. Our
Yeah, there's a demo
rests
apparently.
with Quill. And the journey you take together could change the fate of both our worlds.
Cool music. Yeah. This looks adorable. This is amazing in VR. It'll be great that it's available without. Oh, this was a VR game? Cool. So is this a VR game that got converted to a regular game?
We hope it is yours to finish.
I like that. I like that VR games are getting converted because I don't have a VR setup. Yeah, I got to reach out for this one. So I'm really excited to check this one out with y'all as well. That was one of the ones I was thinking of. Are we watching the AG Direct starting in 10 minutes? There's an English dub. I don't know what AG stands for. Sorry, I don't, that's a, I don't know what kind of acronym that is. On Steam? Yeah, I think it's on Steam. I think that's where I'll be playing it. I can't remember. Yeah. I protected my Hotmail so well that it's still my main. I don't have my Hotmail accounts and stuff anymore, man. I don't think so. I don't think so, dude. Do 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 do. All right, let's finish up what we were doing here. I need some black paint. I think I can buy some here, can't I? Maybe not. Maybe I have to buy it from Pallet Town. Painted wall recipe, light wooden wall recipe, diagonal flooring. Oh, mosaic tiling. This might have been what I was looking for. Actu Gaming. It's a French platform covering game actualities. I don't know. Gaming actualities. What is that? What does that mean? Shop flooring. Ooh. Simple flooring. Oh, here it is. Black paint. Got you. I like. It's so expensive. 100 for each black paint is brutal. That is brutal. Anyone else's Twitch turbo crashing the stream? I keep getting error code 3000 because of a Turbo's ad blocker is messing with my HTML5 on Google Chrome. That sucks, dude. I've had some issues like that before. Could you crush berries? So black is rare. So black and white paint only comes out of crushing berries randomly. It's like a percentage-based chance or something. I watched you play the first Subnautica. Have you thought about playing the second? What up, Raven Wells? I'm kind of waiting for Subnautica 2 to come out of early access. Oh, that's no problem, Coco. You're okay. I just thought I was super ignorant to what was happening. You're totally fine, Coco. Thank you. My brain's only half here. It's a day off stream. Yeah, we're just hanging out. We're gonna try black here. Just do 50. Can't wait to watch. Yeah, I decided to wait till early access ends. It's a tough decision to make, Ravenwells, because I love Subnautica. So I've been playing a little bit of Death Run. You ever heard of the Death Run mod in my free time? And, you know, maybe we'll do like some Death Run on stream. Or I'm thinking about playing Below Zero again for funsies, just to kind of scratch the itch. But yeah, I think I'd rather wait for early access to be over. Ideally. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about that. I'll probably skip this AG Direct, but interesting. I didn't know anything about it. But there has been a bunch of game announcements happening, a bunch of indie games and stuff going on. So I'm assuming this is just like French developers. 40 plus games will be showcased for AG French Direct, World premiere announcements for PC, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch 2, and Xbox with exclusive trailers, release dates, and brand new gameplay. This is interesting. I've never heard of this. This reminds me of like the German one that they do. It's probably mostly indie stuff, if I had to imagine. I'm imagining this is like an indie French developer focused direct, yeah. We do love new video games though. It's cool. There's, man, this time of year is so crazy. There's so much going on. Yeah, thanks, Coco. Yeah, that's what I plan to do with the Bleak Beach as well. It's just keep it pretty normal. Blood Raven. I think I'm gonna make my own tiles here. I think I'm about to make my own tiles by just doing every other white and black of these big tiles. I have a couple options here, so let's go ahead and see what we're working with. So first, let's see what these look like and see if we like them. Do we like this flooring? I mean, I kind of do actually. It's not bad. Yeah, we are playing Mina the Hollower Friday. Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. It's not the worst. I think I'm gonna enjoy doing this instead. Let's go show. Let's show off what we're about to do here. Did we forgot to make black iron tiling? Okay, here we go. I have a game called Map. I've heard of Map. Why is the black bleed over the white here? Is that not weird? Why is it like wavy like that? Is that why? Why is it wavy? Why is it not like solid? I don't understand. Why is it like weirdly wavy? Is this not weird? Don't have enough PP. That's what she said. Can I share an interesting lore I heard the other day about this game's storyline? Yeah. Share away, dude. Share away, dude. Humans escaped into space with help of the Aether Foundation, while Ditto and the Poke Life System were left behind to restore Earth. The theory is that Deoxys arrived via a meteor, defeated Rayquaza, caused Groudon and Kyogre's weather chaos that led to the apocalypse. I like this. It lines up with a lot of Pokemon lore from what I understand about Deoxys. Why is it wavy like this? Why are they not straight lines? I hate it. Why is it doing this to me? Are you using two different types of blocks? I don't think so. No, iron tiling. Iron tiling. No, I'm not. Yeah, ravioli looking ass floor. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Nobody asked for ravioli, dude. Floor of whimsy and despair? Did they force Team Rocket to evacuate, or did they die waiting for someone to finish their request? Yeah, I think that it's implied that they died is kind of what it's implied, but maybe they... Yeah, I see what you're saying. So did they just eventually go, listen, Team Rocket, you got to get out of here. I see what you're saying. I would assume they forced them, I guess. When do you unlock this ability? After you beat the game, the main story. Why is it wavy? What did I do? I've never seen this before in the game, but I've also never did flooring before. Does anybody know? Is this just how the game works? Like, I don't understand why. No, we ran out. No. I'll just use this to finish it up for now. Some tiles give you straight lines, others don't. Yeah, the black and white are the same material. Why is it wavy like this? I hate it. They ruined everything. They ruined everything. I hate it. Maybe try the iron blocks. Yeah, I guess I need to try the plating, I guess. You think it's the dirt? I don't know. That's how it always looks when I try to decorate. I never noticed. What's up, Elliot? How's Minda? Minda's doing well. She's sleeping right next to me in her bed right now. Being a cutie. Wondering why I'm here working today instead of hanging out with her. I played a lot of Minecraft. I was very into it for a while. I would say that I've probably put up a couple thousand hours into Minecraft. I was a pretty big Minecrafter for a long time. But see, I got into Minecraft when there was literally one type of wood and pigs just got introduced. So for me, like Minecraft I've been playing for a long time. It doesn't happen with the plating. It's only happening with the tiling. The plating seems to be one solid piece. Is it because I'm doing different colors? What would it look like if I did the same colors? Is it because of the colors? I think it's because of the colors. I understand. I get it. I understand what's happening. It's because we're going back and forth between colors and the game doesn't do that well. I see. What if it's just no colors at all? Doesn't matter. It's still gonna happen. Interesting. The whole... It's when you're when you blend colors, this is what it looks like when you try to do two different colors. So I guess we're kind of stuck. It has to be one type, one consistent color. It has to be a material. Why do I have so many square tilings? How many did I make? What? Wait, what? I thought I just made... Oh my lord, did I use up all my stone on accident? Whoopsies. I thought I just made a handful of these. Oh no. I'm never gonna need 1,000 square tiling. Frick. Whoopsie. I messed up big time. I don't know if I want the square tiling. It's not, there's not enough black and white in it. Here I thought I had the master in plan. The master plan is what I said to myself. The master plan. This is a freaking wallpaper, isn't it? I bet you this is, dude. This isn't actual tiles. This is a flooring wallpaper. This is like, this is not what I think it is. I understand now. And so I'm not going to be able to use it because you can only put those in buildings, I bet. I bet you can only put that in a building. So that's not going to be an option. Maybe not. Maybe I just don't have it unlocked yet. I just might not have the blocks unlocked yet, which ideally that's the case. Ideally we just don't have the recipe for the tiles that I really want. That would be like the ideal situation here. We could use this. Let me make a couple of them real quick and see. Oh my gosh, I did make 1,000 on accident. I didn't realize what I was doing. It's 10 at a time. I made 100 of that flooring and I made 1,000. I see what I did wrong now. Silly me. That's why I have 1,000 of these square tilings and I might not even use them. I think we just found our answer. I think we might have found what we're gonna use. Now we're just gonna change, we're just gonna go color it and hopefully we can make it like black and white. I think we might use these. All right, let me just replace everything here. So I can get my materials back. How did you get this building? Did you make it? Yeah, I made this building. That's right. Oops. Yeah, I made this building. I cut open the cliff, I put the building, and then I built the cliff back around it. I'm not done with the building yet. I want to figure out what to do with the top. See, look, we got this really nice line on the bottom. You see this? You see how the bottom looks? Now we have to figure out how to make the top look nice as well. Unfortunately, the brick that I used to get that nice little line at the bottom doesn't work on top. The line is still up at the top and you can't reverse it. So we're going to try to figure that out. But yeah, this is the building I've been creating. I accidentally just messed up though, but it's not a big deal for right now. I guess this building would have just white iron plating here. Yeah. Let me eat some food real quick. How did you get rid of the roof? I just never made a roof in the first place. I just built a cliff on top of it. Song, every time I hear this song, all I think is Mario Sunshine. Hold on, I want to hear it now. Mario Sunshine secret level music. You guys can hear what I'm thinking. You can hear what I'm hearing. Wait, which block Tamperp are you asking about? Sorry. Yo, congratulations, Dreamy Gamer, to the sister. That's exciting stuff. I'm a chuckster. If you know, you know. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think we are going to add some awnings or something. Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, we'll figure out what we're going to do at the top. What's the point of Pallet Town? It's just a place for you to decorate. This game wanted to provide you, the player, somewhere to decorate that wasn't based off of like a city. So even though they call it Pallet Town, this Pallet Town really has nothing to do with actual Pallet Town. Not even close. Maybe in some future universe, this is Pallet Town. But like geography wise, like this is like nothing to do with Pallet Town. So really all they did with Pallet Town is they gave you a place to like be able to do whatever you want, and like a blank canvas kind of vibe for the players that want to, for the players that don't want to like have to rebuild a broken down area. You know what I mean? Trying to clear my inventory out here a little bit. Got all this junk sitting on me. All right, let's just grab the stuff that we know we're gonna need. Grab the iron plating, the iron tiling. It's all we're really using, yeah. And then let's go see if we have some pop art stuff already made, because I would hate to make more and waste my Poke Metal if I already have some. Should have named it Canvas Town. I love that they gave us the pre-made areas. Yeah, the pre-made areas are cool. I agree with that. Pop art wall upper. That's not what we're looking for, but we're getting closer. We have one single piece of pop art lower here. Yikes. My love for Mario Sunshine feels like it goes unmatched sometimes. I know there's some Mario Sunshine stands out there right alongside me. I know y'all exist, but my love for Mario Sunshine feels like it goes mostly unmatched. It was like one of the first GameCube games I ever got. It was literally a GameCube game that I got with my GameCube when my father brought it home. I played so much Mario Sunshine, dude. Fell in love with that game. I thought it was so cool. Dude, I hate what they did with Rocky Ridges. I agree with you. It's so daunting to think about having to take that place on. It's so daunting. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. All right. Just in case, let's grab 200. I think 200 will do the trick. All right. Let's see what colors we can turn it into. People that finished the Pokedex in this game, are the Pokemon region locked, or can they just spawn everywhere in Pallet Town? So there's a handful of Pokemon that are region locked, but for the most part, most Pokemon can be spawned anywhere. And then once a Pokemon gets spawned in, then it can be moved anywhere in the game. So there's only a few exceptions, like Kyogre can't move, but he can appear anywhere for funsies for the most part. But yeah, those exceptions don't matter. You've never played Mario Sunshine, really? I would say you're missing out, but are you really? You know, some things are just in the moment special. I don't think people have to play Mario Sunshine nowadays. Funny enough, I don't think it's the kind of game that I would say like it's a must play. I just think that if you had a chance to play it in the era in which it was like popular, then you were blessed. And I think if not, you know, maybe I wouldn't say you missed out. I would just say the game was like worth your time, you know? Yeah, it was magical times, right? Like if you have the opportunity to play Mario Sunshine, go for it. I think you'll have fun if you can, you know, stick with it, but it's not like a must play game. What do you guys think? What's if you had to choose one Mario game that was a must play Mario game, what would it be? Would you go old school and play you have to play Mario 3? Would you say Super Mario World, which is my answer? Or would you say Mario 64? Would you say Odyssey? What is the one Mario game that is a must play for you to personally to experience Mario? Like what is a must play for, like, if your buddy came into your room and he said, what is a Mario game that I have to play? I've never played a Mario game in my life. What would you say to him? What's a must play Mario game? I think Super Mario World for me is a must play. And that's like an old school game, so that's a bit of an old school take, you know, but I think we're gonna go with the gray. It's right between black seems a little too dark, and then the black and orange is a little weird, and the white seems too bright. I think we end up going gray here. I'm just gonna skip that one entirely. Let's just go to these ones. You end up going gray here. I think for me it's World. Mario Maker 1 and 2. Oh, congratulations on 100%ing Breath of the Wild, homie. Nice, dude. 1,000-Year Door. I wasn't even thinking outside of the main line. I love that answer. I love that answer. Old school Super Mario World. GameCube was my first home console, and I never owned it. I mainly had GameCube for Pokemon Coliseum and Sonic Adventure 2. I don't think I knew you were a Sonic Adventure 2 kid. Maybe I knew that and I forgot, but maybe I never fully appreciated that you were a Sonic Adventure 2 kid. Oh, did I say no? I said no, didn't I? Odyssey 64. Yo, we'll see you later, Nadine. Chow Garden was my jam. See, I do remember you mentioning that in stream. So it's all coming back. It's all getting pieced together in my mind. Paper Mario and Mario Galaxy. Dude, Mario Galaxy is a good... I'm surprised I didn't see more Galaxy in the chat. Wow. Yeah, like, I feel like Galaxy is kind of like the staple Mario, and for some people. You know what I mean? Like, I think Mario Galaxy 3 is the next Mario. I think the movies set it up. I think the next Mario game is going to be Mario Galaxy 3, and they're going to do it. They're going to do the whole thing, or they're not. And the next Mario is going to be so different and such a departure from Mario Odyssey and Mario Galaxy. It's going to be just like Odyssey was. It's going to be nothing we expect. No, we have no clue what's coming. Those are the two directions for Mario. I think we're either going to get a game that's just completely different, or we're going to get Mario Galaxy 3. Now, interestingly enough, before the Mario Galaxy movie, I was kind of anticipating the next Mario game to be weirdly based off of the movie. But now they did Mario Galaxy 3, and that's why they did the Mario Galaxy movie. By the way, we're watching it Friday night in the Discord. Join us. It'll be my first time seeing it. So now that they've done the Mario Galaxy movie, now I feel even more confident that they will do a Galaxy 3. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they just ported 1 and 2. I just feel like it makes sense, right? Mario 128, yeah. I love the 128 lore. I love the 128 lore, Ginger King. Some of my favorite lore out there, actually. Funny enough, some of my favorite lore out there as far as GameCube era lore, you know, it's so cool. The 128. Yeah, I think Mario Galaxy 3 would actually make so much sense, and I think it would do really well. Especially because I think we all understand that it would be super fresh, right? It would almost only be Mario Galaxy 3 in name. Right? Like, I think we all kind of understand. Like, it would almost only be Mario Galaxy 3 in name. I think that they just call it Mario Galaxy 3 because of the movie. But then from there, it's really not. Like, I think it's just that in name. Are you, like, seeing what I'm saying here? It's a weird take, but, like, I feel like they pump out a game called Mario Galaxy 3, but in all reality, it's going to be like a brand new experience. It's not going to be a copy paste of like Galaxy 1 and 2. Like, it's going to be a very different experience that they just so happen to call Mario Galaxy 3 to take advantage of the fact that like a movie just came out called that, right? Yeah, isn't that weird, Nembo Tavi? Sunshine is weirdly considered one of the worst 3D Marios, and in my heart, it's one of the best. But I understand. I am an understandable guy, and I get it. Like, I understand that if you put Sunshine next to 64, and if you put Sunshine next to Odyssey, and if you put Sunshine next to Galaxy, then it does seem to be the least, you know, savory game out of them. But that's the problem with comparisons, right? It's the thief of joy for a reason. It's like, yeah, if you sit here and compare Mario Sunshine to all the other 3D Mario games, maybe there's a conversation to be had that it's not as good. But when you talk about Sunshine in a vacuum, which I think this is a good conversation to have, I think vacuum conversations are healthy. If you talk about Sunshine in a vacuum, just is it a good game objectively? I think it is. I think it's a great game on its own. On its own merit, it's a phenomenal game. But sure, when you spend your whole life comparing everything, when you compare Mario Sunshine to other 3D Marios, maybe it doesn't hold up as well. Sure. But like, I don't care. Like, sure, like I'll give you that victory if you want, but I don't think that you can just call Sunshine a bad game. I think that's a line. I think that's a cross line. I don't think Sunshine's a bad game. I think it's a wonderful game, and it's just a super experimental game that maybe doesn't hit as hard as, you know, Mario 64 or whatever. You know, it's like, and that's the thing, that problem I have with the conversation around Sunshine, is the conversation around Sunshine makes it seem like it's a bad game entirely. And it's like, no, it's not, dude. Like, it's a great game. It's just maybe not the best 3D Mario game. Sure. Yeah, give you a reason to bust out the GameCube, right? The GameCube controller. I literally couldn't play it. It felt so janky. Mario Sunshine is a slippery game. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, jank's not. I wouldn't use the word jank. I would use the word slippery. Dude, if you go try to play Sunshine, it's a slippery game. I think it's the slipperiest 3D Mario game you'll play. It's a slippery game. It feels like the whole game's ice mechanics. You are slipping around that game, dude. It really is weirdly slippery. All right, can we paint counters? I think we can. Why is the counter so low? I wonder if there's a taller counter. It wouldn't make any sense. All right, let's go see what colors we can change the counters to. Let's go see what we're working with real quick. Super Mario Slip and Slide. How's the kitty adjusted well to her surroundings? My boyfriend and I found a little gray and white tabby kitten on the street, 1 month old, and managed to find him a forever home. Aw. Yo, Paris, dude, you're out here doing the Lord's work. Dude, hold on a second, Paris. I'm going to gift you a sub for that, and make sure you let your hubby know that I said the same thing, all right? Thank you both. Your boyfriend, excuse me. Getting ahead of myself. My kitty's doing really well. She's home. She's found her home. She's home. I think in her heart she's home, and that's gonna make me cry if I keep talking about it. I think in her heart she's found her home. I really do. I think the only thing that's a problem is that ever since the vet situation, I think she is like a little extra skittish. I think she was like so comfortable. I did such a good job making her comfortable that the vet visit was the first time I think in this home where she was like, wait a second, this human's just like all the other humans. He's gonna make me do stuff I don't want to do. You see, up until that vet visit, I never once made it seem like I was gonna make her do what she didn't want to do. So I think up until that vet visit, she was like, this guy's a legend. He's gonna just be my best friend. And now I think she's like a little skittish. She's a little more standoffish than she was before that. She's like a little less content with the possibilities, you know, of like what I could be capable of as a human. I think I surprised her as a human up until that point. I think I surprised her. I think I made her feel like she was so comfortable, and now she's like, she's not sleeping with one eye open, but when she's awake, she's got an eye on me. You know what I mean? She's kind of watching what I'm doing a little bit more. But I will say that she sleeps like the dead. Dude, I swear this cat, I can get up and go out of the room. I could walk around the house and she is just asleep like the dead. I love it. I just found that out recently. I think I had a little moment of pride because I realized that my cat sleeps really hard, and like she's used to my noises and my energy, and I can get up and I was running the vacuum. Listen to this, dude. I was running the freaking vacuum yesterday, and she was in my room sleeping. And that's, dude, up until recently, if I had the vacuum open, dude, she was like scared, you know. She was like, what's that noise? What are you doing? So I'm real proud to say that, like, she's snoozing, so she's very comfortable. I'm pretty proud of it overall. She's just a little leery of, you know, the hands. What color do you guys think I should go for the counter for my Safari Zone gate? Should I go with wood, brown? Recently closed windows. Right here. Okay. What do you guys think? It looks like the counters are green and old school. It looks like they're kind of yellow here. And in Pokemon Yellow, they're like red because they didn't have a lot of color options. Yeah, this is Let's Go right here, basically. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is basically like a night, like a tan, kind of like a tan color. I almost thought green, yeah. And right, we can do 2 different colors, which is really cool. So we could do like we could almost leave the top wood for that tan vibe, and then maybe go with like a gray base. Right, we can maybe do something like this. And if the wood grain is not tan enough, We could do like, ooh, that looks good.
Do they have him in game?
Are the in-game gates between areas a replica of Let's Go gates? They are. Yes, dude. We found that out this morning, actually. Yo, thank you, Klutz Gamer, for the 8 months, man. Hopefully she'll come around when you realize you're only trying to help her. My black kitty came from a hoarding situation and is terrified of the vet and being out of the house. Yeah, I think he'll come around. You just have to reward her for her successful vet visit by giving her a few days with the lady descent every time. Yeah, she sure did love the lady in town. You could just yoink some of them. Can I just steal them? I don't know if you can you? Oh, I could take a picture is what you're saying. Interesting comment. Let's go see. Yo, thank you, Klutz. My boy Aaron. Aaron is not in the game, right? We didn't get Aaron in this game, did we? I'm thinking of Pokemon Champions. We got him in Champions. Did we get Aaron in this game? I don't think we did. I feel like I would remember. I love him. But maybe not. I'm still so sad that Pokemon Champions is so worried about making the game accessible that they removed lower evolutions. All right, I can just straight up steal them. Are they painted at all? They're just raw. Are they just raw? They're just raw. They're just plain as counters. I guess we just go raw then. It just looks better when they're connected. The thing that I didn't realize is that when they're not connected, they look way different. Look. They look way better when they're linked. That's the thing that I didn't realize. So I can just use I don't even have to paint them. Now, we might want to paint it because this is a little different. Because technically, this is a little different. It's a Safari Zone gate. It's not necessarily a regular gate, so we could paint it if we wanted to get a little fancy. I'm gonna go look at my options one more time. Yeah, she's doing real well. All right, paint something for me. Yeah, we could do like this like nice gray top. And then the bottom could just stay the way it is. You make the whole thing gray, really. Kind of like the cyan. Very dampened. And the Let's Go building that replaced the gate is super futuristic. Is it? Yeah, that I haven't looked into what that looks like today, but I was gonna go for something more traditional than the Go Gate. Yeah, screw the Go Gate. They can't just appropriate the Safari Zone for Pokemon Go players. Screw that nonsense. That's some messed up junk is what that is. They're just doing whatever they want. That's some messed up junk. Yeah, it's like I've seen this once before. Go park. Get out of here. Yeah, why don't you go park that stupid idea out in Stupidville. In the Stupidville parking lot. Yo, what's up, gamer lady? What up, Mr. H. Des? What up, Beach Street? Here, explanation. What did you do to my Safari Zone? Get out of here with that nonsense. And we're gonna have a Pokemon living in here, or we're gonna have a Pokemon, we're gonna set up a shop in here. I haven't decided. So either way, I'm gonna have it set up to where a Pokemon is standing right here, either in front of a register, is what I think I'm gonna do, so that they're waiting to take your ticket when you go into the Safari Zone. So I'm probably gonna put a cash register like right here, and I'll have a shop set up, and I'm gonna bring them a chop over here to live in the register, you know, the habitat, and then I'll have them a chop just ready to take your ticket like a human would be. Since we don't have humans, we gotta have Pokemon control the Safari Zone. Dang it, I need more. I'm out. Do they have Pinsir? Yeah, Pinsir's in this game. Yeah, we could have Pinsir run the shop if he's that kind of Pokemon. Or we could just have a Pokemon living in here normally as well. We have choices. All right, this room's starting to come together. I like the counters. I like everything that's going on here. We just have to figure out what we're gonna do with the roof now. We have to figure out what we're gonna do with the roof, and we have to figure out what we're gonna do with the top row. Because the iron plating works really well for the bottom, but it does not work for the top. So the top row of the building has to be something different. Maybe an awning or something popping off will be nice. And then the inside ceiling has to be taken care of. And then we are making lots of progress on this little building here today. That was pretty much what we focused on here. I just wanted to start moving forward again with my project. And I'm really excited, but we're gonna skedaddle, y'all. Just a day off stream, so I'm only here for until I feel like not being here. I was actually only gonna stream for 2 hours, but I like y'all too much. Would the pop art walls work for the top? I think they might. Yeah, I think I'm gonna experiment with those on the next episode. Yo, what up, Kai Bells? Oh, Kai Bells just popped in. Yeah, just a little day off stream. Y'all have to go and VOD frog it up. I'm gonna skedaddle though. I just wanted to show up and hang out for a little bit on my day off. But we're gonna call it there today. I'm gonna go rest up for the rest of the day, and then I'll be back tomorrow officially. And I'm gonna go get ready for my preview. I get to preview a new game today. I get to preview an unannounced game today in just about 3 hours. It's unannounced. It's from a pretty reputable game company, and I get to play it for an hour and a half in private, and maybe I get to make some content around it or something. We'll see. So we're gonna go check that out in a couple hours. But yeah, I'm gonna go continue the rest of my day off, and hopefully I can lock in here for y'all Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Remember, we got movie night on Friday. We're going to be watching the new Mario Galaxy movie Friday for 2 different viewings, so come on by for that. We might take off Sunday as a surprise day off because I have a week-long marathon planned starting on June 1st, and I might sneak myself a day off before that. But as of right now, I am scheduled to be here on Sunday. I'll decide as the week goes on. But yeah, we have a week-long marathon starting June 1st, and I'm thinking a day off before that might be nice. So come on by for all that. We'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to be locking back into Lego Batman. I'd like to try to finish Lego Batman tomorrow before Mina the Hollower comes out. So if you're not interested in Lego Batman, that's understandable and no worries. But hopefully I'll see y'all here tomorrow, and we're going to try to just sit here and play Lego Batman until it's over tomorrow. Even if it takes us a good 8 hours, we're going to try. And yeah, new Mario Galaxy movie is on Friday. We're doing 2 viewings. We're doing, I think, 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Let me look at right now. Yeah, 6 and 9. So 6 p.m. Eastern and then 9 p.m. Eastern. So you can check whatever viewing you want. I'm going to show it off twice so that we can make sure the overseas fam can hang out and the PST fam can make it, and they'll be off of work and all that. So come on by for that Friday. That'll be in the Discord. Otherwise, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate the love and support coming in here. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day today. I'm going to fade. I don't feel like raiding. I'm just going to go and slip on out of here. Peace. Of course, as always, don't forget to game on. And on to the next episode. Peace. All right. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in for a little day off stream, some day off shenanigans. You know, we like to do our day off shenanigans. Really do appreciate y'all. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Don't forget to stay wide. Don't forget it. Got to get wide up in this piece. Got to stretch out. Like Stretch Armstrong with the weird sand beads inside of it. They get everywhere if you stretch it too much. Anyways. Peace out, y'all. And hit them cat jams.